Hello, and welcome to another Who's the Best video on WWE 2K24. This time, we're going to determine who's the best wrestler on the game, whose name begins with A, B, or C. Who's the best at their ABCs, and it's ironic that the term your ABCs is sort of associated with early learning in the school system, and the very first person to make his entrance in this video is an educator, Mr. Chase, Andre Chase of Chase University. At a slightly higher level of education than teaching one's ABCs, but nonetheless, fun little circumstance, I think is probably the word I want. And I should probably explain how this video is going to work while all these entrances happen. There are 41 different wrestlers, and when I say different wrestlers, I'll get to that in a second, but there are 41 different wrestlers whose names, as listed on the Choose Your Wrestler list on the game, begin with A, B, or C. So 41 is a bit of an awkward number, but what we're going to do is we're going to start things off with a series of battle royals. They will be 5-man battle royals for the first 7, and then the 8th one will be a 6-man battle royal. So whoever gets their name drawn last, they have one more opponent to defeat. That's just luck of the draw, unfortunately. Speaking of luck of the draw, out second in the entire video, Austin Theory. What was I saying? Yeah, so we'll have those 8 battle royals. The winners of those will go into a single elimination 8-person tournament, well, 8-man tournament. This is male superstars only, by the way. If you want to see me do this with the female wrestlers as well, let me know in the comments. I'll happily do it. There's a few less, but I'll still happily do the same routine with them. But yeah, so there will be an 8-man tournament at the end of this video. The final, what will it be? 4, 6, 7 matches will be singles matches to determine who's the overall best. But first, we've got to whittle it down. So there'll be 8 qualifying battle royals. The entire video is going to take place at the Backlash Arena, because I don't know if it's the only arena that contains the letters A, B, and C, but it's certainly the first one alphabetically. It's the only one that begins with A, B, or C that contains all the letters A, B, and C. So yeah, the first 3 letters in fact are B, A, and C, so that's fun. Out next, Carlito, member of the Judgment Day. So we've got a member of Chase U, a member of A-Town Down Under, and a member of Judgment Day. So we're getting a lot of teams and factions being represented in this early portion of this video. But yeah, talking about there being 41 different wrestlers, with the emphasis on different. So, for example, there are persona versions of a couple of people in this video. There's multiple versions of Bray Wyatt, for example. There's a couple of versions of Bret Hart as another example. This is not an exhaustive list by any stretch, but only one of each, like, person will be featured. So each Bray Wyatt won't be in. There will be one Bray Wyatt. Each Bret Hart won't be in. Good timing there, Bret. There will be one Bret Hart, and here he comes in this opening battle royal. So yeah, I've split it down like that for numerous reasons, but the primary one just being, like, if you were to do something like this somehow in real life with your time machine, you would only give each wrestler one opportunity. You wouldn't go back to every year of a wrestler's career and be like, okay, this version of you, in you go. You know, like, it just doesn't make any sense to do that. So with that in mind, I've decided to keep it down to 1. If I do decide to do more of these, or if you guys request it, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me do this with more letters. Then I will obviously be including other ones. Like an obvious exception, we've mentioned Bray Wyatt already, so I'll come back round to Bray Wyatt. It will be Bray Wyatt, not The Fiend. The Fiend would be in F, and I will allow The Fiend to enter into the F video. I considered that enough of a different character, just because I'm a big fan of both Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. Bad Bunny in his attire from this very Backlash event that the arena is based upon. Whoa! Whoa, that's some pyro. Holy cow. So Bad Bunny is the 5th and final participant in this Battle Royal. Entrances are another thing, because entrances can work out quite time consuming, right? I want to give everyone their moment in the spotlight, so for the Battle Royals, we'll be doing entrances. Then, for the quarterfinals and semi-finals, I will probably not do entrances because you've already seen those guys' entrances, and it'll just save us a little bit of time. It'll save us, 12 entrances, which isn't the greatest amount of time in the grand scheme of how long this video probably is. But it's still something, isn't it? And then for the final, I'll probably put the entrances back on because, you know, it's the final. Make it feel like a big deal. Austin Theory! Oh, almost the first one eliminated very early, but managed to kick his way back in, kicking Carlito in the head. Meanwhile, speaking of the head, Brett just got dropped on his head by Bad Bunny with a DDT. This is off to a rapid and chaotic start here. Austin Theory's just reversed Bret Hart into a crossbody there, and then runs straight into a dropkick by Bad Bunny. DDT. Now, Andre Chase and Carlito meeting for, I assume, the first time in history here. But Andre Chase has turned his attention. There's probably a lot of first-time evers here. In fact, the only ones I could see ever having interacted would be Austin Theory and Andre Chase, possibly. And still, I don't think that's happened. Carlito... didn't he return at this Backlash event? Am I remembering that correctly? So I obviously noticed the link between Bad Bunny and this event, but didn't Carlito return to WWE at this event? And was it or was it not involved in the Bad Bunny match? I don't quite recall. But let me know in the comments, because that would be a fun little interaction, that they both ended up in the same Battle Royal if that were the case. Now, everyone's just recovering up against ropes and underneath ropes and what have you. Oh no, we're back on our feet now. Carlito, no, not the first one eliminated from the video, kicks his way back in. Now Andre Chase, he is the first one eliminated. I'm not sure who eliminated him. It was Bad Bunny or Austin Theory or both. But Andre Chase is the first man seen in this video, the first man to make his entrance, and also the first man to get eliminated from this video. So, unfortunate for you there, Mr. Chase, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now, Bret Hart trying to eliminate Carlito as Austin Theory watches on. He should turn his attention to Bad Bunny, who's just been allowed to recuperate over there. Oh, and gets Bret Hart thrown into him for good measure. And Carlito and Austin Theory pairing off. Bret Hart and Bad Bunny going at it. Oh, that was like a zigzag, or I guess nowadays it's called the Danger Zone by Bret Hart. Oh, and Carlito is eliminated again by Austin Theory, who may or may not get credit for the Andre Chase elimination. I'm actually not sure. But that's 2 men eliminated from this match already. Now, Bad Bunny sends Theory into the corner. Bret Hart's going to throw Bad Bunny over the top rope, and we're down to 2. Bret Hart and Austin Theory. Back elbow by Bret Hart. I think if you did a survey of these, with these 5... of, you know, which of these 5 is the better professional wrestler historically, I think Bret Hart would be most people's choice. I think that's difficult to argue. Oh, a spinning pile driver to Austin Theory. Good grief. But that's not how this works. This is based on who wins in the video game. Oh, and Austin Theory clings on. Bret Hart thinks he's won. He thinks he's won, and Austin Theory drags himself back into the ring. Could that be a mistake by the excellence of execution? Dare I even suggest it? Off the ropes, underneath, spins through, neck breaker. Bret Hart's in trouble now after being a bit presumptive about the young Austin Theory, maybe thinking he didn't have the wherewithal to hold on. Now Bret Hart going for the sharpshooter. You can't eliminate someone from a battle royal with a sharpshooter even if they submit. But you can sure do damage, and do damage to the lower back and the legs. And Austin Theory's tapping. That won't do anything here. But it does encourage Bret Hart to relinquish the hold. But yeah, weakening the legs and lower back of your opponent. Certainly a good strategy when they have to lift you over the top rope to eliminate you. That said, oh, look at that shove by Bret Hart. Gets back in the ring. I was about to say it didn't work because Austin Theory's going to eliminate Bret. And again, Bret onto the outside. Blocks the right hand from Theory and throws one of his own and gets back in. Low blow by Austin Theory. I mean, there's no disqualifications in a battle royal. It's perfectly legal. And now Austin Theory is in control of this one. Going to work on Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh, a backbreaker by Theory. Both men having the same idea of working over the legs and back of their opponent. Bret Hart is eliminated. Austin Theory advances. I bet that would be popular in real life. So, Austin Theory advances. Let's crack on with the next Battle Royal, shall we? Alright, here comes the second of 8 Battle Royals. Oh, and we're starting off with someone who, especially in a Battle Royal format, has to be one of the favourites, right? Braun Strowman. Going to try and establish his campaign to become the best wrestler, male wrestler, beginning with ABRC on WWE 2K24. Can Braun do it? So yeah, we're going off the list. So obviously this hopefully has been clear from the first match. But like Bret Hart begins with B, not H. We're not doing surname alphabetizing because the game doesn't do that. It's literally just when they're in alphabetical order, who's in the first 3 letters. Like that's literally it. There's nothing else to it than that. The entrants to each Battle Royal have been randomized. I just put them all into a free randomizer website. Put all the names in and hit shuffle. And this is how it came out. So, slight difference in size. Cedric Alexander, who's been putting some work in NXT of late. Former Cruiserweight Champion. Of course, Braun Strowman in the ring there. Former Universal Champion. And notably, for the sake of this being a Battle Royal, greatest Royal Rumble winner. The Battle Royal with the most combatants in it, I believe, in WWE history. I don't actually know that for a fact, but it'd be a hard push to find one with more. And Braun Strowman won the whole damn thing, so he's got to be feeling confident, at least of getting into the tournament proper through this qualification process. And here comes Apollo Crews, who of late has been teaming up with another participant in this video, Baron Corbin. And they both have something in common, which is even if we did organize it by surname, they would both still be in. Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin, both with both names beginning with ABRC. So there's fun facts for you. I don't know, I've just got to filibuster a bit and fill these entrances, haven't I? But yeah, Apollo Crews. I remember seeing Apollo Crews wrestle live in a local indie in the UK, local to me, when he was Uhaa Nation before he ever signed to WWE, way back in the day, and you could see the polished nature of this man's work even then. Boos for Apollo Crews. You don't get that now. He and Baron Corbin seem to be quite popular at the moment as a team. Okay, that's 3. We need 2 more. Okay. So, Baron Corbin's former tag team partner in NXT. So maybe they'll be fighting over Baron Corbin's affections here. But also with something to prove after a fairly short, like surprisingly short Intercontinental Championship reign. Braun Breaker enters the fray. Former NXT champion as well, of course. And he's going to be wanting to establish himself here. And if anyone's going to not be intimidated by someone like Braun Strowman because of their sheer size, Braun Breaker doesn't seem to really care if you're bigger than him. Like, you know, he's plenty big and strong enough. You being bigger than him doesn't really add that much in his mind. He's just, you know, you're just another big obstacle for him to overcome. Braun Breaker would also be in this if it was rated by surnames. Just like Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin when he does eventually appear in this video. And Cedric Alexander, actually, for that matter. And Andre Chase. There's been a lot, actually. Oh, no. Okay. Right. So, Pete, don't come at me. This is WWE 2K's fault. This is not my fault. On the game, you're still called Butch. By the way, it'd be a really good story beat if they did a segment where Pete Dunne goes to the 2K offices and, like, forces them to change his character to Pete Dunne in the game. And they actually did release a patch as that segment's airing to change the name. I think that would be genuinely really good character work, and also it'd get Butch out the game and give us Pete Dunne, which would be great. But at the moment, at time of recording, that segment hasn't been done. He's still called Butch in the game, and therefore his name in the game begins with A, B, or C. So here he is. And I will be referring to him as Butch throughout this video, just because it's confusing for Pete Dunne to be in the video, as neither Pete nor Dunne begins with A, B, or C. But maybe he can redeem himself in terms of his name in the game by winning this whole damn thing. Who knows? Oh, no. Butch just gets shoved away twice by Braun Strowman, much bigger, who then shoves down Cedric Alexander. He's taken on both of them. Meanwhile, Baron Corbin's former tag partner and current tag partner are doing battle just as I predicted. Theorized, I think would be a better word. But then Braun Strowman just ran through Braun Breaker. And we're certainly off to a start. Oh, headbutt to Braun Breaker there by Braun Strowman. Braun versus Braun. Oh, big kick by Butch, though. Takes Braun all the way down. That's a big man to be kicking clean off his feet. There's a lot of power in that kick by Pete Dunne. But Apollo Crews just flings Butch across. Did I say Pete Dunne then? I'm going to do that. My bad. Yeah, Apollo Crews just flings Butch across the ring and does the same to Braun Breaker. Uh-oh, the strength of Braun Strowman. Butch up, Butch down. Backbreaker to Apollo Crews by Cedric Alexander. Springboard. Oh, and takes down Braun Breaker. I think we all assumed he was springboarding after Apollo Crews, but no. Changed direction and went after Braun Breaker instead. May have been a mistake, though, as Cedric is now down and Braun Breaker is now up. Oh, punches Strowman in the face, and a clothesline by Butch takes down Braun Breaker. Butch, of course, former NXT UK champion for a very long time. And now, oh, he's got Braun Strowman's arms trapped. And now just clubbing blows on the back of their head. Scoop slam by Braun Breaker. Oh, and then a kick to the back of Butch's head by Apollo Crews. And Cedric Alexander's flip-flop flying all over the place, but hits absolutely no one. Whoa, another zigzag. This time Braun Strowman / Danger Zone. What is with all these Dolph Ziggler / Nick Nemeth tributes? Uh-oh. What's Apollo Crews got in mind for Butch here? Oh, beautiful powerbomb out of the double underhook there. Braun Strowman takes Apollo down from behind, runs across the ring, and Braun Breaker managed to just stagger Braun Strowman in that collision, which you'd think Braun Strowman would come out of just a straight-up collision better off, being bigger and heavier. Oh, spear to Strowman after a German suplex in Alexander, but now Butch hits Breaker with the running heel kick there, and suddenly Butch is in control of this match. He's got Cedric Alexander up against the ropes. Runs in. Oh, he went for the clothesline and Alexander ducked. And Butch is first eliminated from this match. And another springboard flip-flop fly by Cedric Alexander. And another no contact. And then Apollo Crews eliminates Alexander. Now Braun Breaker's got Crews up. Look at this strength. Oh, slams him down. 2 quick eliminations there. First Butch, then Cedric Alexander. And then there were 3. And it's the biggest 3 in the match. Apollo Crews clings on. Braun Breaker eliminates him. And now look at these two. Look at the strength, the muscle, the meat in this ring right now. Braun Breaker, Braun Strowman. Each man a former Intercontinental Champion. Braun Breaker a former NXT Champion. Braun Strowman a former Universal Champion. And a former winner, again, of the Greatest Royal Rumble. Who will win? Braun Strowman's hoping it'll be him. He's trying to lift Braun Breaker up and over in the corner right now. He's got him up on the top turnbuckle. That's a precarious predicament to find yourself in a battle royal. Who's going to win this grappling match, this test of strength, I guess? Braun Breaker hits Braun Strowman with a big punch in the face and gets back in the ring and takes him down. Kick to the midsection. DDT right in the middle of the ring. Now Breaker sends Strowman off the ropes. Oh, tried shoulder barging him over the top rope, I think, and Strowman just knocked him flying. But Breaker gets back into it with a fireman's carry takeover. And Strowman punches him in the midsection to get back to his feet. Off the ropes. Flapjack, a massive flapjack. See how high up in the air he went there? And then drops an elbow for good measure. Now Braun Strowman going up top. Massive splash. That's a monstrous splash, if I might say so, from Braun Strowman. And going up onto the top rope is not usually in Braun Strowman's wheelhouse. And not really that advisable in Battle Royals, but it paid off for him here. And look at the strength there. Deadlifting Braun Breaker up for a running power slam. And then sends him over the top rope. Breaker clings on for dear life. Braun Strowman talking trash, doing nothing about it. And eventually Breaker gets himself back into the ring. Braun Strowman seems to be playing with Braun Breaker, which may be a mistake. We shall see. Only time will tell. And now Breaker recovers a little bit. Fights back into it with elbows to the midsection. Oh, he went for the spear, and this time Strowman avoided it. Sends Breaker flying into that middle rope and then sends him off the ropes. Oh, takes him down by the throat. Goozles him back up for a chokeslam. Incredible strength being shown by Braun Strowman, to the surprise of absolutely no one. I shouldn't even call it incredible, because incredible means unable to be believed, and we can believe it. Oh my god, look at the strength of Braun Strowman. And he just launches Braun Breaker out. What a dominant performance by the monster among men. Well, Braun Strowman is categorically in the next round, or in the first round. These are just qualifiers. Let's see who else will join him. Alright, let's get on with this third Battle Royal, shall we? Oh, we're starting things off with Cameron Grimes. Unfortunately, no longer with WWE. Hope he's doing okay. He was obviously badly affected by that release, if you remember, on social media. He was very upset about it. Not in a bitter way, in just a genuinely sad way. It was very sad. Now back on the indies as Trevor Lee. Wish him all the best. Seems like a nice guy. But he's still in the game, and his name in this game is still Cameron Grimes, which begins with a C. So here he is. Maybe a redemption arc for the man. To the moon indeed. I feel like he didn't really do anything wrong. I feel like he did everything that was asked of him to as good an ability as anyone ever could. Yeah. Unfortunate casualty of WWE releases, I would say. And by the sounds of it, it certainly wasn't by his choice. Viva la Raza. Not Eddie Guerrero. That does not begin with A, B, or C. For those of you that aren't sure. No, this is LWO. Being represented by Cruz del Toro. Coming out, whoop. Great camera work there. We've got a great shot of a ringside barricade for a bit. But yeah, I think the only representative of the LWO in this video. So he's got the weight of his teammates on his shoulders. The only chance for an LWO member to be the winner of this particular Who's the Best video. Can Cruz del Toro win this Battle Royal and advance? So far, hasn't really favoured the smaller, lighter, cruiserweight kind of guys. But there's still time for that to change. Oh, okay. Out next, representing, well, it's still in the game, representing Alpha Academy. Chad Gable. You're welcome. Again, you're welcome. So Chad Gable coming out. Very technically proficient, but will that work to his benefit in a battle royal setting? Like, I'm sure Chad Gable would rather this whole thing was done in submission matches, for example, where he can really use his technical prowess to his advantage. But he seems very grateful to be here. Yep, see? Yeah, maybe overdoing the thank you thing a bit. Maybe just a little bit. Oh, okay. Five-time WCW champion, and also former WWE World Heavyweight champion, as well as United States champion, multiple-time tag team champion in both WCW and WWE. Booker T, current NXT commentator, much to the chagrin of well, me. I'm gonna be real in these videos, and I don't love Booker T's commentary. I never have, even when he, like, back in the day when he was on Raw. I always figured that people enjoying Booker T's commentary was like them being ironic. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe people genuinely enjoyed it, but it always felt like there was a tinge of sarcasm to people going on about how much they enjoyed Booker T's commentary. It felt a bit mean-spirited almost. It felt a bit mocking. But anyway, he's not here as a commentator. He's here as a wrestler, and a very, very well-decorated wrestler. Oh, we talked in the last match about Braun Strowman's prowess in Battle Royals. Has there ever been anyone more dominant in Battle Royals, or just dominant in general, than Andre the Giant? He's got to be a favourite to at least make it through into the single elimination tournament, right? How do you eliminate Andre the Giant from a Battle Royal? Like, come on. Look at the size of the man. The crowd are kind of in awe, it seems. We're getting a bit of crowd response now, but when he was actually, like, right in front of the crowd, they were all real quiet. Like, because just the sheer size of this man. Well, that's a hell of a final entrant into a Battle Royal. And I think the only chance the other four participants really have is they need to gang up on Andre here. And he's, well, Cruz del Toro and Chad Gable and Booker T, for that matter, didn't get the memo. Cameron Grimes fights out the grip of Andre, though. But you don't want to get into a slugfest, a chopping battle with a man with hands the size of Andre's is ridiculous. Chad Gable with a head scissors takeover to Andre. Incredible stuff. Meanwhile, Booker T trying to eliminate Cruz del Toro early, but Cameron Grimes actually inadvertently, I believe, saves Cruz del Toro. Oh! And Chad Gable just got his head squished between the thighs of Andre. Booker T, though, with the backflip out of the suplex attempt by Andre and takes him down and then gets a drop kick to the back for his troubles from Chad Gable. Oh, into the knee. Over the top with a backflip and then a German suplex. Great technique and athleticism by Cameron Grimes. Oh, and he counters the gorilla press from Andre into a DDT. Very impressive performance by Cameron Grimes so far. Oh, and he knocks down Andre. Wow. That's a hell of a shot to take down Andre. And what, the Spanish fly to Andre the Giant. That is definitely not a sentence I thought I would ever say in my life. But there it is. Cruz del Toro did it. And now, springboard. Oh, catches a glancing blow off Cameron Grimes. Hits him in the lower back. Oh, atomic drop to Chad Gable by Booker T. And a springboard off the ropes by Cruz del Toro. But these guys all fighting each other. Nice takedown by Booker T there. Has allowed Andre the Giant to come back into this one. And he's got Cruz del Toro in trouble here. Trying to hoist him up and over. Oh, Chad Gable goes over but clings on. Cruz del Toro clings on. He's on the apron. Andre with that massive boot trying to kick him off the apron. And he does. Yeah, Cruz del Toro's not winning that test of strength against Andre. Let's be real. And he's gone. Andre fights off Chad Gable. Chad Gable tries to take him down and just kind of bounces off him. Andre sends Gable out to the outside. Knee to the face of Andre as he tried to shoulder barge Chad Gable off. Head scissors take over for Booker T. Oh, big right to Cameron Grimes by Andre in the corner. Blocks the third one, though, and fights his way out of the corner. Oh, catches the leg. No, he says. Oh, yes, says Cameron Grimes. Beautiful step up enziguri. And now arm drag to Booker T. Cameron Grimes putting on a hell of a performance here. Oh, but then gets eliminated by Booker T. And then Booker T gets eliminated by Chad Gable, who is left in there. Does he realise Andre's still there? I think Chad Gable thinks he just won. Andre's nearly the same size as Chad Gable when he's standing up on the middle turnbuckle. This feels incredibly unfair. But Chad is going to keep fighting. No matter how uphill that fight is, Chad Gable will not back down from a fight. Headlock takeover, catches Andre off guard. Andre expecting to be sent in towards the ropes for an attempted elimination there. But Chad Gable going to work him over first, and wisely so, working the arm of Andre, trying to take away that massive strength advantage the man has. Oh, look at this, counters into a falling reverse DDT. Chad Gable using every bit of technical prowess that he has. Look at this, he's gator rolling Andre the Giant. This is insane. And now into a crossface. I mean, you can't win by submission, but you can sure weaken the man with a submission hold. And decides to release the hold, and Andre just gets straight back to his feet. My goodness, the strength of Chad Gable. Are you kidding me? It was like a dominator to Andre the Giant. Okay, apologies for that. My setup did a stupid thing where it intercepts the signal just because I think it was my PS3 turned itself on for an update, and it just intercepts the signal. But hopefully I've managed to find a way to edit that so we don't actually miss any footage. Anyway, Chad Gable not capitalizing there on Andre's predicament. Oh, but manages to kick Andre away and gets back into the ring. It's not over yet, and I think everyone believed it would be. Can Chad Gable perform a miracle here? Elbows to the midsection of Andre. Oh, but Andre fires back with elbows to the midsection of Chad Gable, and those elbows are significantly larger, and that midsection is significantly smaller. But that's not stopping Chad Gable from fighting back his own elbows to the midsection again, and takes down Andre with a flying forearm. My goodness. Now, Chad's got Andre up against the ropes. Back elbow by Andre. The fans are getting behind Chad Gable here big time. Oh my god, look at this. He's got him by his face and drops him into a gutbuster. But the fans are all over Andre here. They want Chad Gable to pull off a miracle here. But Andre doesn't really care what the fans want. Like, he's here to win. And look at the dominant display of Andre the Giant now. After, oh, okay, that was interesting. After a spirited performance by Chad Gable, suddenly Andre the Giant just absolutely took over and won this Battle Royal convincingly in the end. So, Andre the Giant goes into the single elimination tournament. Let's crack on with more Battle Royals, shall we? And the question now is who's going to stop Andre the Giant, I think. Could it be a mulleted man from the Pat McAfee show that stops Andre the Giant? I mean, honestly, in these videos, stranger things have happened. But representative of the Pat McAfee show and of the Toxic Table, which I assume is a thing on the Pat McAfee show, Boston Connor. And did you hear that guy? Someone's a fan. Like, good grief, did you hear him? Oh, yeah! Someone believes in Boston Connor. That might make two of them. You'd have to ask Boston Connor, though, if he's included in that group. Especially having seen who's qualified so far. Like, if you're not a professional wrestler by trade, and you're coming down to the ring having just witnessed Andre the Giant win a Battle Royal to go into the single elimination portion. Before that, you've had Braun Strowman, and, okay, not quite the same sort of size, but still, like, built like a brick proverbial, Austin Theory. They've all qualified. And then you turn around to see who's following you to the ring, and it's Batista. Like, and not looking super healthy, good for him, overcome body dysmorphia, weight loss Batista. No, big, brutal, in his prime Batista. Like, you don't want to be Boston Connor right now. Like, let's just all agree on that, shall we? By the way, in terms of the 8-man single elimination tournament that will follow these battle royals, the matchups will be random. So it's not like, it could be, but it's not guaranteed to be Austin Theory versus Braun Strowman, then Andre the Giant versus the winner of this match, etc. I will be re-randomizing each round of matches. So I have no idea who's going to be facing whom yet. But, yeah. At the moment, some pretty ropey opponents that you wouldn't particularly want to draw in the quarter-final round that have already qualified. Imagine you do all the work to win a Battle Royal and your reward is fighting Andre the Giant. Although someone like Batista would not back down from that challenge one little bit. Same mentality as I mentioned with Braun Breaker before. Yeah, you can be bigger than me, but I am big enough to handle myself against anyone. Even if you're bigger than me, I'm still a monster or an animal, I guess. So yeah, no fear from Batista. And okay, here comes Bubba Ray Dudley, former. Oh, I did a TNA watch along recently where they mentioned this. A former ECW, WWF, WCW, WWE, TNA, IWGP, and I'm not sure if I missed one, but all of those tag team champion, Bubba Ray Dudley, as well as a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. This man, no joke at all, an absolute beast in the ring, and could really cause trouble for his opponents in this match and any potential opponents if he gets through into the single elimination tournament. So, Bubba Ray Dudley. Of course, Devon absent from this video as his name doesn't begin with A, B, or C. I'm sure you're getting the idea by now, but you know, again, I've got to fill these entrances with some sort of talking. I'm not just going to sit here in silence and watch them walk to the ring. Gotta do some talking. I don't know, maybe someone's going to be in the comments like, I wish you'd just not talk and just let these videos play out. Could be a thing, you know. I could turn the in-game commentary on if you'd prefer. Oh, okay. 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 Like, obviously, you know, rest in peace. And rest in peace to Andre the Giant as well, of course. But talking of favourites and who's likely to do well, not only is this man likely to do well, is he a favourite in that sense, but he's one of my favourites if I can drop the unbiased act for a split second. He's one of my favourites to do well in this, because I'd love to see Bray Wyatt win this video. I'd love me some Bray Wyatt. One of my absolute favourites of, honestly, of all time. I know, like, whatever the opposite of recency bias is forbids us from rating recent things better than older things. And I'm not saying he's better than your favourite. I'm just saying he's one of my favourites. Of everyone in this match, certainly top two. I would say. In this match, in this video, not in this match. In this match, top 1. Like, let's be real. But in this video, top 2. And there's quite a few in this video that I do really like. You know, no disrespect to all the others. But Bray Wyatt, man. Oh, what a loss. What a loss as a wrestler, as a brain in the wrestling industry, as, you know, as a creative mind. But also, from all accounts, what a loss as a human being to those that knew and loved him. Like, I've spoken about this before across various channels and various videos across my channels. I'm not generally affected much by celebrity deaths. The Bray Wyatt one hit me, and I think I've talked about this before, how it seems to be one I can't quite process fully. Like, I know he's gone, and I know we don't see him again, but every so often the thought does just cross my mind about, you know, like the sort of the what if. Oh, what if he does come back? And it's like my brain just blocks it out briefly, and then I sort of have to remind myself, and then I feel a bit sad about it. And yeah. But he's here in front of us now in WWE 2K24, and that's what we'll focus on for the duration of his participation in this video. Okay, one more man to get out of here, I believe. Okay. The right-hand man of Tony D'Angelo in NXT, in the D'Angelo family. Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Gonna come out here and try and make a name for himself. And honestly, feels rough. Like, he looks confident, like, giving credit where it's due. But it feels rough for him to have to be walking to a ring with Batista, Bubba Ray Dudley, and Bray Wyatt waiting for him. And Boston Connor, but let's be honest, he's not in that group, if you know what I mean. He's going to win it now, isn't he? He's going to win the whole damn video now that I'm talking trash. Speaking of, by the way, as I have been throughout, of people who, even if you use the surname, would get in. Boston Connor's in that group. Maybe we should do a separate video, people whose both first name and surname in the game begin with A, B, or C. There's enough of them. Oh, clubbed down by Bubba Ray Dudley. Oh, Bray Wyatt now goes after Bubba Ray. Clothesline by Dudley, though. And now Batista goes after Bubba Ray. Going for a belly-to-back suplex. No, slams him down frontwards. And Boston Connor goes after Lorenzo. And then goes after Bubba, who shoves him away twice. Oh, and then runs in for the clothesline. But Connor manages to reverse him into the corner. Oh, look at that clothesline by Wyatt to Batista. And now Connor trying to lift Bubba Ray. You can't even lift him up onto the top turnbuckle because he's so much bigger than him. Now Batista and Bray Wyatt going at it. Stomp on the midsection there. Boston Connor just ran into Bubba Ray Dudley with the clothesline, and it barely registered on Bubba Ray Dudley. And Channing Lorenzo and Boston Connor are gone just like that. Eliminated at pretty much the same time. And we're down to the guys that everyone thought might win this match, right? You know, like, let's be real. Those two, not many people probably believed in, unfortunately. No disrespect to either man. I don't know either of them, and Lorenzo's certainly a capable professional wrestler. But these three are just on a slightly different level, shall we say. Like, just looking at the sheer size, for starters. But speaking of size, Batista mauling Bubba Ray like he's one of the cruiserweights in this video. But then belly-to-back suplex from Wyatt to Batista. And then a knee to the midsection. Hooks him up. DDT! But Bubba Ray's back on his feet. And he gets Bray Wyatt with a double axe handle while he sits there and ponders his next move. Slash celebrates, slash, does Bray Wyatt things. Uh-oh. Urinagi! Oof. Back elbow by Batista, though. And then scoops up Bray Wyatt. Oh, look at that. Very nice technique. Rolls through on that. And now Bubba Ray trying to capitalize, taking Bray Wyatt by the by the Dreads, I believe, but Bray Wyatt fought out of it only to eat a clothesline courtesy of Batista, who now scoops up Bully Ray, there I go, Bubba Ray, and slams him down frontwards again. I don't know if it was Bubba Ray did it to last time, but we've certainly seen him use that move effectively a couple of times in this match now. Big right hand to Bubba Ray, but then Bubba Ray fights back with the back elbow and sends Batista over the top rope to the outside. Batista eliminated, and that will surprise quite a few people, I believe. And we're down to Bubba Ray and Bray Wyatt. And Dudley beating Wyatt down, clubbing blows over and over again, but Wyatt keeps getting back to his feet. No, he's down properly now. And Bubba Ray going to go to work. Camel clutch? No, just drops his weight across the lower back of Bray Wyatt. Oh, and then kicks him in the face. Bubba Ray Dudley is not here to play. He is here to win. Jab, jab, jab. Uh-oh. Okay. And then the elbow. Now Wyatt struggling to get back to his feet. Bubba Ray stalking, waiting for the opportunity. Bubba cutter. And Bray Wyatt in trouble now. The Underboss, that's his title. I just saw the sign in the background, not the right hand man. That's Tama Tonga. But yeah, the Underboss of the family. Oh! Sister Abigail by Bray Wyatt. Now, Bubba Ray slowly stumbling to his feet. Mandible claw, and I've talked about the value of submissions and damaging your opponent. Oh, he just slammed Bubba Ray's head into the mat, though, using his jaw as the lever. That's brutal when you really think about it. And Bubba Ray to the outside, hangs on the apron, and second time of asking, Bray Wyatt does indeed manage to eliminate Bubba Ray Dudley, and advances. And I am pleased. Okay, we're halfway through the Battle Royals. Let's keep this momentum going. Alright. 5th Battle Royal. He's the Boogeyman, and he's coming to get you. Boogeyman out next. He's officially listed in the game as just Boogeyman, but even if he was the Boogeyman, he'd still be listed under B. The Rock is under R, The Miz is under M, etc., etc. So he would still be in this even if he had a the, but he doesn't. So there you go, it appears on screen. Boogeyman, there is no contention over this entrant. And if there is a silver lining to the cloud of having been eliminated in your very first appearance in the video, Booker T will take some solace in knowing he's definitely not going to have to fight the Boogeyman again at any point in this video. Because he's had some bad experiences against the Boogeyman in the past. And honestly, who can blame him? What an absolutely wild character. And just like, look at that. Look at the way he moves and everything. Like, the commitment to the character. By the way, I've met the Boogeyman. Very informally and very briefly. It was a meet and greet at the, I assume it was WrestleMania 30. And he was just like getting off his shift, being like one of the people that people are queuing for and doing sign-ins and photos and stuff. And he was just walking to the back, and I was queuing for someone else, and he was walking like past my queue. And I just happened to be right at the edge. And I just shouted him, and he looked at me, and I asked if I could have a selfie, and he came and stood behind me, and I took a selfie. So, nice guy. He didn't have to do that. He was off shift. So, nice of him. You know, only took a couple of seconds out of his day, but he took those couple of seconds. Okay, Baron Corbin out next. Another one of those who would be in this even if we went off surnames. I don't recognise this music at all. Have I been paying that little attention when Baron Corbin's been making his entrance? Sorry, Basler C. Apologies for that. It's very Creed or Saliva sounding, isn't it? Feels like if, based on the voice, the way the voice sounds like if Disturbed covered a Creed or Saliva song. That's what his entrance music sounds a bit like to me. When did he have flames all over his gear as well? I don't recall that. The big flaming arm thingy. He's got flames on his tights. And the word burn, it looked like he had down his arm as well. I don't recall this of Baron Corbin at all. Oh, okay. British Bulldog, of course, listed in the game as British Bulldog, not Davey Boy Smith, who, unless we went with the middle name of Boy, which I'm sure is his real middle name, would not qualify for this video, but British Bulldog absolutely does. Very big, strong presence, and Big and Strong has been doing well so far. Doesn't get much bigger than Andre the Giant. Braun Strowman, hugely strong. Bray Wyatt, a big boy. Austin Theory, look at the man, obviously very strong. This has been a big, strong boy. Speaking of the big, strong boy, Tyler Bate not in this video because we're doing it off first names. So yeah. Apologies to any Tyler Bate fans. I'd love him to be in the video as well. I'm a big fan. But yeah, it's been a big, strong boy-centric video so far. Will that favour the British Bulldog? I think he's the biggest, strongest boy we've seen in these entrances so far for this Battle Royal. Baron Corbin's pretty big too. But I think Bulldog's got him beat on strength. Oh. Oh, speaking of big, strong boys. The almighty Bobby Lashley. Yeah, that's what it says on the screen as well. Wow. I mean, how do you bet against that man? How do you bet against this man? Huge. Incredibly strong. Just ridiculously dominant. Built like that when he's like approaching 50, and it's just obscene. And like, yeah, how do you beat this man in a battle royal, which is, as is being proven, a bit of a test of strength. The big strong boys are the ones winning these battle royals. But British Bulldog in his prime, which we've got prime British Bulldog here, rest in peace British Bulldog, by the way, forgot to mention, apologies. British Bulldog in his prime could give Bobby Lashley a run for his money. Love to see these two come down to the final two and really duke it out. Just out of my own morbid curiosity for who's bigger and stronger, to be honest. Creed brothers. Well, I know which one it is because we're not doing it off surname. So it has to be Brutus. Brutus, who of course would qualify if it was done by surname as well. Very impressive professional wrestler and amateur wrestler, Brutus Creed. Very strong, very technically proficient. Is he Bobby Lashley and British Bulldog strong? Well, time will tell, I guess. Oh, look at that. It's quite the entrance. Alright. All 5 men in this Battle Royal in the B category. They all begin with B. Oh my god, well, there's your answer to who's stronger. Look at the strength of Bobby Lashley. DDT to Baron Corbin by Boogeyman there. And Bobby Lashley is taking this fight to the British Bulldog powerbomb now. Meanwhile, Brutus Creed trying to deal with the Boogeyman over there. Never encountered anything like Boogeyman while he was amateur wrestling, I guarantee you that. But he's got Boogeyman up on the turnbuckle now, trying to eliminate him early. Oh, big right hand by Boogeyman. Now Bobby Lashley sends Corbin into the corner. Now Boogeyman going after British Bulldog now. Goozles him. Choke slam. I love the term goozle. Like, I don't know where it comes from, but I love it. Use it whenever I get the opportunity, if I remember to. Now Bulldog showing his strength, but Boogeyman escapes the grip of the British Bulldog. Now Brutus Creed, look at this. Oh, he tried gorilla pressing Bobby Lashley, but Lashley said absolutely no thank you. Reverse power slam to Brutus Creed by Bobby Lashley. Oh, jawbreaker to Lashley though. And look at that suplex. There's that strength and that technique coming into play from Brutus Creed. But Bobby Lashley up kicks him in the head. Look at these two going back and forth in the background there while we watch Boogeyman kick Baron Corbin in the leg repeatedly. Brutus Creed's taken down Lashley quite convincingly, but then goes over to pick a fight with Boogeyman and regrets it. Goozled! And chokeslammed. British Bulldog wisely, in my opinion, avoiding the Boogeyman. Oh, not for long though. Flying clothesline takes him out. Oh, Baron Corbin was getting to his feet, and Boogeyman is having a dominant run here in this match. Taking down Bulldog, Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley. Oh, but he's running to one too many people there, and Bobby Lashley beats him down to the mat. Bulldog, atomic drop to Brutus Creed, and now Bulldog grabs Lashley. These two going at it again. Takes him into the corner, going to try and eliminate Lashley. Yeah, Lashley did an impressive show of strength before, but if you can just outright eliminate him. Oh, speaking of elimination, there goes Baron Corbin, courtesy of his fellow BC initialized combatant, Brutus Creed. That was a very long-winded way of saying that, wasn't it? But Baron Corbin's gone from the match. I imagine Boogeyman and Baron Corbin would have been a really fun feud along the lines of the Boogeyman-Booker T feud if they were around at the same time. Great power shown by Boogeyman, but then suplexed by Bobby Lashley. And now British Bulldog getting back to his feet just in time for Lashley to turn his attention that way. Bulldog escapes the grip of Bobby Lashley. Look at the strength of the Bulldog. Slams Lashley down from the Gorilla Press. Oh, but taken down by Boogeyman. Maybe Lashley's not the stronger man. Maybe they're equally strong. DDT. Lashley hoists Bulldog up. Bulldog with the elbow to the head of Lashley, but then run through by Boogeyman, who's then taken out by Lashley, who then runs through Bulldog. This is crazy all action from these four remaining combatants. Lashley's got Bulldog up. Dominator. And that's what Lashley is, an absolute dominator in the ring. Headbutt by Boogeyman, though, takes him down. Uh-oh. Brutus Creed trying to eliminate Boogeyman, but Boogeyman manages to fight his way back into the ring. And then hits Brutus Creed in the back. Uh-oh, double goozle. And double choke slam. Oh, spear to Bulldog from Lashley. Now, Boogeyman, yeah, eliminates Brutus Creed. But Lashley not giving Boogeyman time to celebrate here. Oh, sends him off the ropes. Boogeyman blocks the back elbow attempt. Grabs Lashley, taking him over to the corner. Is he going to try and eliminate him? No, he's going to do a little dance. Oh, and then runs in and hits a big splash in the corner. Bulldog, though, grabs Boogeyman from behind. Sends him off the ropes. And pops him up into a flapjack. And now Lashley and Bulldog are free to go at it once again. Back and forth they go. Kick to the midsection by Lashley. Bulldog over the top, clings on, and Lashley eliminates Bulldog. And it's down to Bobby Lashley and the Boogeyman. Lashley feeling supremely confident now, having eliminated who many, including myself, would probably perceive as being his main threat in this match, the British Bulldog. But don't write off the Boogeyman. Boogeyman's got an impressive resume of victories over former world champions and Hall of Famers and all sorts. And he's got Lashley here, headbutts him down for the second time at least in this match. So yeah, Lashley should not take Boogeyman lightly, and he's now hitting him with elbows to the midsection to break free of his grip. Sends Boogeyman into the ropes, jumps up and over, and a power slam by Lashley. The casualness with which a man the size of Bobby Lashley, German suplex, just clean jumped over Boogeyman there was absolutely insane. Like, Bobby Lashley is huge and strong and everything like that, but look at the athleticism he just displayed. And now look at the strength again on display by Lashley. Boogeyman is getting absolutely dominated in this one-on-one portion of this Battle Royal. Oof, big right hand. Uh-oh, hurt lock. Again, you can't win by submission, but you can sure as hell wear your opponent down to the point where they can't. Yeah, Boogeyman taps. It doesn't do him any good. Lashley does choose to release the hold, but the damage has clearly been done by the fact he managed to get Boogeyman to tap. And yes, indeed, he quickly eliminates Boogeyman soon after. Another dominant display by a big, strong boy. Bobby Lashley advances into the single elimination tournament portion of this video. Let's do another Battle Royal, shall we? Alright, next Battle Royal. Ooh. Starting things off with Cactus Jack. Of course, the only face of Foley in this video, as neither Dude Love nor Mankind contain any A's or B's at the beginnings of words, and neither does Mick Foley himself, although he's only in the game as a manager anyway. like as Mick Foley. So yeah, Cactus Jack got the weight of the Foley multiverse on his shoulders. Multiverse. Well, he's in the ring. Let's see how he does. And apologies if something about my commentary feels disjointed from the last match. I've slept since. I had to record this video in 2 parts. Otherwise I would have gone to bed at like probably 7, 8 AM this morning. Which is fine, I guess, but not my routine. AJ Styles! And my immediate thought was to think, of course, these two have never met before, but Mick Foley was in TNA, I'm pretty sure at the same time as AJ Styles. Like, sure, he wasn't Cactus Jack at the time, but did those two ever have a match? I don't personally recall one, but that was not the peak of my TNA watching fandom time, you know, so could very well have happened. Let me know in the comments. But this already has a couple of big names. I know Cactus Jack, that persona, isn't, but the man behind the shirt, the man Mick Foley, former WWE, well, / WWF champion, former TNA world champion, AJ Styles, former WWE champion, former TNA world champion. Is he IWGP champion at any point? I'm not entirely sure about that either. Let me know in the comments. I know he was in New Japan for a bit. Oh my god! Okay, this is a hell of a battle royal. CM Punk next. Also, former WWE champion, not a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, but is a former World Heavyweight Champion in WWE, Ring of Honor World Champion, AEW World Champion. As far as I'm aware, still the fastest Triple Crown winner from first title one to last title one of the 3 in WWE history, but I'm not entirely sure about that. And very popular with the crowd. Big chance. But he's got a tough task ahead of him, even getting into the elimination portion, the single elimination portion of the tournament. So far, he's entering into a battle royal with Cactus Jack and AJ Styles in it. And there's 2 more people to get out here. Like, just think about that. At least 2 of Cactus Jack, AJ Styles, and CM Punk will not be in the elimination singles match portion, the quarterfinals. If you consider this a qualifying phase, which I kind of do, at least 2 of these 3 will not be in the tournament proper at all, which is kind of crazy to consider. Sometimes I do think instead of hitting random, I should do more with like the overalls, have like the, you know, the 8 highest overalls in separate matches, and then like the next 8 in the next matches and so on. But, you know, I think that just means you lose more of the really good guys really early, like if they don't win their qualifying match. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. By the way, speaking of the fact that big guys have been doing well, the biggest fan of the big guys wants to see some big meaty men slapping meat, and we are certainly going to see that in the quarterfinals. Will Big E provide some more meat, I say, as he gyrates for the quarterfinals? Quite possibly. Former WWE champion, tag team champion, intercontinental champion. Like, this match is honestly on fire in terms of its participants. Okay. I mean, not quite the same list of accolades as everyone else in this match, but an absolute legend. Rest in peace, of course, Big Boss Man. But an absolute legend of this business. And former, Intercontinental, I think. Definitely hardcore, definitely tag team champion. Let's get this 5-way battle royal underway, shall we? CM Punk and AJ Styles clash immediately. So do Cactus Jack and Big Boss Man, and now CM Punk DDT's Big E. Big rights by AJ Styles. Oh, DDT. Amazing athleticism by Styles. Meanwhile, Cactus Jack takes down Big Boss Man. And then the brawl begins. They're all just fighting each other constantly. Now AJ Styles in a precarious position already. Oh, right hand to Cactus Jack, and he's back in the ring. Oh, he gets a clothesline immediately though. Big E with the belly to back suplex on Cactus Jack. And now CM Punk taking it to Big E. Knees to the midsection. Oof. Big Boss Man and CM Punk just interrupting that little battle between AJ Styles and Cactus Jack. Oh, and then going after each other. Now Punk meeting of the minds arranged between Big Boss Man and Cactus Jack. This is an absolutely wild start to the battle royal. It's hard to keep up with anything. Oh, Styles has Big E by the neck. Oh, that doesn't feel good to watch. Neck breaker to Big E. Hope you're doing well, Big E. Not that he's watching this, but if he is, even if he isn't, I hope he's doing well. AJ takes the knee of Big Boss Man with the chop block from the front, and now he's going to try and eliminate Cactus Jack as Big E takes down CM Punk and then goes after Big Boss Man. Battle of the Bigs. Now Cactus Jack holds on. AJ going to try and push him off the apron, and I think Cactus Jack just hit AJ in the leg, which AJ's been having that leg issue recently after suffering an injury on his return to SmackDown. Again, hope you're doing okay, AJ. Get better soon. Now, big cluster of men. Big Boss Man's going to drag Big E away from that cluster. AJ brainbuster to Cactus Jack. And CM Punk and Big Boss Man are now going at it. Thinking DDT, but Boss Man thinking no thank you. And AJ just took the knee out from under Big E this time. DDT to Boss Man. Punk goes behind. Uh-oh. Pepsi twist. Going old school. Going back to his Ring of Honor days is CM Punk. Jack fires AJ off the ropes. Back body drop. Oh, Big E sent out onto the apron by CM Punk. What's he thinking here? Going to try and suplex him back into the ring, maybe. Or maybe trying to suplex him off the apron. I don't know, but Big E countered it anyway and got back in the ring. Boss Man's got Cactus Jack up, and Cactus Jack's down and takes the knee out from under Big Boss Man. Now AJ Styles runs in. Going for a neck breaker on Cactus Jack. Yes, he hits it. But Big E hits the double axe handle to AJ Styles as he was getting back to his feet slowly. And a belly-to-belly suplex. Now Cactus Jack has Boss Man DDT. Punk elbows Styles in the top of the head. And now Big E's got Punk. Slams his head into the corner, but Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, sorry. Oh, mandible claw to Big E. Slams his head off the floor, just like we saw Bray Wyatt do earlier. And Bray Wyatt ended up qualifying from that Battle Royal, so is that going to be a good omen for Mick Foley, for Cactus Jack? Maybe. Big E out onto the apron. Meanwhile, AJ Styles trying to eliminate Big Boss Man. Both Bigs are in trouble here. Oh, no. Well, one of them saved himself. Big Boss Man yeeted AJ Styles across the ring, but Big E got eliminated by Cactus Jack. And Big Boss Man just hit a low blow, I believe, on Cactus Jack. But CM Punk came to the rescue somewhat and hit a reverse DDT. But it's every man for himself. He's not here to rescue Cactus Jack, and drops him with the neck breaker across the knee. DDT to Punk by Boss Man. And AJ Styles back to his feet now. Kicks Cactus Jack, kicks Big Boss Man multiple times. Oh, went for the DDT, but CM Punk interrupting again. Only to go for his own DDT, and only to get flipped over by Big Boss Man. AJ Styles just saved himself from an elimination attempt by Cactus Jack. And CM Punk fighting his way out of a fireman's carry position. Of course, one of his preferred positions to get his opponents in. Oh, and he eliminates Big Boss Man. Now, AJ Styles tried to eliminate Cactus Jack, but he ducked, and AJ Styles hit the ropes, but then Cactus Jack did not duck the CM Punk clothesline attempt. We've lost both big boys in quick succession. We're down to Cactus Jack, AJ Styles, and CM Punk. And AJ Styles in control at the moment. Both his opponents sitting in corners, trying to recuperate. He chokes Cactus Jack. Now he turns his attention to Punk, who kicks upwards. He got too much time to recover there. Unfortunately for Styles. Oh, but Punk quite literally runs into the grip of AJ Styles and gets hit with a Styles Clash. That could be it. Eliminate him, pick him up, throw him over the top rope, but Styles instead turns his attention to Cactus Jack. Sends him into the corner, big splash. Styles really dominating the proceedings in this final 3 of this match. And he sends Punk over the top and eliminates him. CM Punk will not be in the tournament proper. It's going to be AJ Styles or Cactus Jack. But which one? Oh, Cactus fighting his way out of the grasp of AJ Styles here. Now sends Styles off the ropes. And another back body drop to AJ Styles. Oof, raking the eyes, I believe, is what he did there. Kick to the midsection. Uh-oh, double arm DDT. That's it. AJ Styles is done. Pick him up, throw him over the top. Cactus Jack is advancing to the next round. Surely. Yep, there he goes. Big win for Cactus Jack. He advances. And we advance to the next Battle Royal. Let's keep this ball rolling. Alright, it's time for the final 5-man Battle Royal. Because the final Battle Royal of the qualification process is a 6-man. And we're joined by Ashanti the Adonis. Obviously doing his thing now in NXT. But he's going to try and cement himself as a big name here by doing well in this tournament. I mean, everyone's surely aiming to win it, but you're going to get through a tough qualifying Battle Royal before you even get to enter the tournament on this video. He finally gets into the ring after seemingly changing his mind briefly. Oh, now he's getting back out mostly, but not fully. He's looking extremely confident, but when does he not? Like, let's be real. But depending on who his opposition might be, we'll see how he gets along. Okay. We're getting some of the cruiserweights in for this Battle Royal, it seems. Again, this was a completely random draw, so none of this was by design. But here's Akira Tozawa being booed. Is this pre-Alpha Academy Akira Tozawa? How dare you people boo Akira Tozawa? Oh, that guy's a fan. There we go. We've got a fan in the building. 2, in fact. Oh, and a third one. Akira Tozawa signaling that he wants the belt. Don't think he quite understands the the assignment. There's no belt on the line here. Just a position of pride as the greatest ABC male wrestler on WWE 2K24. And yes, it's incredibly arbitrary. And no, I don't care. I enjoy making this sort of content. I enjoy just like putting random groups of people together that have something in common. Oh, speaking of something in common. This man actually has very little in common with the two in the ring, being that he's, I was going to say a former, but no, the current undisputed WWE Universal Champion. I don't know if they still use the Universal. I don't think they do. It's no longer the ooh, but yeah, slightly different level. There are levels to this game, as certain people like to say. And Cody Rhodes is on one that not many ever reach at the moment. The big whoa-oh. And there's the big championship belt round his waist. Now that title obviously not on the line. Maybe that's where Akira Tozawa's getting confused. Like, I'm not sure canonically whether people in the matches get told who their opponents are going to be or not, like within kayfabe in this sort of video. But let's assume Akira Tozawa did, and he's like, I'm going to eliminate Cody Rhodes from this, and then I'm going to get a shot at the title. Maybe that's why he was signaling around his waist. Let's go with that, shall we? Because otherwise it doesn't make a blind bit of sense why he would do that. Anyway, Cody Rhodes, so far, I don't mean this in any disrespectful way, but quite a good draw. Quite good look at the draw so far for Cody Rhodes. I still can't believe they do the second whoa-oh on the fade out. That's insane. It's absolutely wild. Okay, well, I know who this is. It's one of the Street Profits, but it can only be one of the Street Profits. Here he is. Angelo Dawkins, the heater, if you like, of the Street Profits. The big man, although Montez Ford is no small individual, especially after he packed on a bunch of muscle mass. Like, big boy now, but Angelo Dawkins is massive. I do not remember this theme song. I've discussed this on different videos. I do not remember this this theme song for the Street Profits. It sounds like Nefex, you know, the artist who makes a lot of the YouTube copyright-free music in the audio library. Really big time reminds me of Nefex. Like, to the point where I actually think it could be. But where's the bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum? Like, I get it, they turned heel at one point while being associated with Bobby Lashley, who, by the way, has already qualified. So we could see Bobby Lashley versus Angelo Dawkins in a theoretical world. Angel Garza, another smaller guy. So the three smaller guys have it all to do with WWE champion Cody Rhodes and absolute beast and monster Angelo Dawkins in the ring. But still, anything can happen in these videos. But I would say, despite the obvious threat that Angel Garza is obviously some sort of threat, but the obvious threat that Angelo Dawkins presents, Cody Rhodes, quite the generous look of the draw in this one. If he gets eliminated, it will be considered an upset, no matter who wins this match. Which, there's not been a lot of matches so far that have been like that. Like, the last match had Cactus Jack, CM Punk, and AJ Styles in it. Like, you know. And that's leaving out former WWE champion Big E and absolute legend and Hall of Famer Big Boss Man. You know, like, that's a crazily balanced Battle Royal compared with this one, shall we say. But not going to write anyone off. Anything can happen in these videos, and we're about to find out what will happen. Fifth man is out here. Let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Final five-man Battle Royal. Make it a good one, boys. And Angelo Dawkins and Cody Rhodes immediately find each other, and Cody Rhodes finds himself thrown across the ring. Oh, Akira Tozawa face planted by Ashanti. And Cody Rhodes actually helping Angelo Dawkins indirectly against Angel Garza there. And Angelo Dawkins showing his appreciation by slamming Cody to the mat and then hitting him with a big splash. Akira Tozawa going after Dawkins, gets shoved back into the waiting arms of Angel Garza. He drags him into the corner. Oh, knife edge chop. Alabama slam to Angelo Dawkins. Now Ashanti the Adonis trying to make a name for himself by eliminating the WWE champion. He's going to try and eliminate Cody after hitting him with a big right. He's got him up on that top rope, precarious position for the WWE champion. Oh, he's out on the apron. Oh, he holds on to the bottom rope. Ashanti the Adonis not going to give up that easily, but Cody Rhodes beats him in the knee to get back into the ring. Angelo Dawkins just scooped up Angel Garza and got punched in the face by Cody Rhodes and then just shrugged it off and continued to suplex Garza. I don't know why I'm convinced that that's Akira Tozawa. Uh-oh. Another Alabama slam by Cody Rhodes, this time to Ashanti the Adonis. Now Garza takes Angelo Dawkins into the corner. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes pummeling away on Akira Tozawa. Bulldog for Angel Garza. Angelo Dawkins goes after Ashanti the Adonis, who fights him off with elbows to the midsection. Cody trips the leg. Going to go for a figure four here. Again, I've mentioned this before, you can't win these by submission, but you can sure do some damage. But Angel Garza reverses the pressure. Cody Rhodes in all sorts of trouble now. And Angel Garza releases the hold to the good fortune of Cody Rhodes. And then gets hit with a clothesline by Ashanti the Adonis, who gets hit with a clothesline by Cody Rhodes. Now Cody goes after Akira Tozawa. Takes him into the corner. Kick. Stomping away in the corner. Multiple, look at this. Stomping a mud hole. Oh, and then hits Angelo Dawkins with that flying forearm from the side, but gets hit with a code breaker by Angel Garza. Angel Garza in the corner now. Ashanti the Adonis trying to eliminate the first competitor from the match. Snake eyes to Akira Tozawa, courtesy of Angelo Dawkins. Over in that opposite corner, and meanwhile Angel Garza fights his way out of that predicament. And now continues to take the fight to Ashanti the Adonis and throws him clean over the top rope and out of the ring. First man eliminated from this battle royal, Ashanti the Adonis by Angel Garza. Oh, Hurricane Rana by Akira Tozawa. And now the two definitely natural blondes going at it. Another Hurricane Rana, this time for Cody Rhodes. Apologies if every so often my voice goes a little bit quieter. My recording PC has some sort of connection issue where I keep getting the USB disconnected sound, and every time I'm paranoid that it's my recording device, so I have to keep glancing to the side to make sure it's still recording. So, you know, if I suddenly start going a tiny bit quieter then back to being louder, that's probably why. You can't hear the disconnect sound on the video, but I can hear it. Oh, Bulldog to Cody Rhodes by Angelo Dawkins after all that waffle. Let's get back to talk about the wrestling. Clotheslines Angel Garza down. Angelo Dawkins on an absolute roll here, taking people out left and right. Oh, but Cody Rhodes going to put a stop to that with a pedigree? Yes, indeed. Wow. Cody Rhodes with the pedigree to Angelo Dawkins, but then Angel Garza back elbows out of the corner and gets dropped with a sleeper neck breaker by Cody Rhodes. Bit like a one and only from Billy Gunn, who's not in this video. His name does begin with B, but he's not in this game. Oh, Sling Blade rolls through. Basement dropkick to the side of the head of Cody Rhodes by Angel Garza. Meanwhile, Akira Tozawa now taking the fight to Dawkins, who reverses the Irish whip. Tozawa in the corner, dodges, puts Dawkins in the corner. Springboard splash by Angel Garza. Now, Akira Tozawa trying to lift a much larger Angelo Dawkins over that top rope. And this is the difficulty of being in a battle royal with someone bigger than you, is you can't just simply knock them out and get a pin or lock in some deadlift submission and get them to tap. You have to physically lift them up and over the top rope. And when they're a lot heavier than you, double team by the Angels, Angelo and Angel Garza, and they eliminate Akira Tozawa together. Hurricane Rana though, that alliance didn't last long, and one for Cody as well. Angel Garza taking control over the two, I would say the two favourites in this match. Oof, but clothesline to the back of the neck. Now Dawkins, vertical suplex to Garza. Cody Rhodes awaits though. Dawkins not intimidated by that at all, but Cody Rhodes going to fight off the grip with the elbows to the midsection. Big right into the body. Oh, straight jacket DDT. And now where's Cody going? Up top and drops an elbow. I don't see Cody Rhodes go to the top rope a whole lot. Certainly other than to dive to the outside. Oh, he was waiting for Dawkins to stumble to his feet and he got chop blocked by Angel Garza. What an opportunistic move by Garza. And now look at this, trying to capitalize. Hook, oh, double underhook. Oh, that's like a J driller. My goodness. Oh, and then he gets hit with a spine buster by Angelo Dawkins. It's been a wild little segment of match. I feel like Cody Rhodes was feeling a crossroads coming against Dawkins, and then suddenly he's hit with a J driller by Garza, who's then hit with a big spine buster by Angelo Dawkins and eliminated. And now I called them the two favourites from the start, and they're the final two. Oh, he went for an RKO. Shout out to his buddy Randy Orton. But Angelo Dawkins eliminates Cody Rhodes. My goodness, what a win and what an upset. Cody Rhodes is eliminated from this video, and Angelo Dawkins goes into the singles match portion. Right, final battle royal. Let's go. Alright, so if you're keeping score at home, you know who's in this 6-man. But I imagine most of you are just going with the flow. So, yeah. Here comes Axiom. NXT Tag Team Champion. I think that's current, right? I've not missed a title change in that division, I'm fairly sure. With Nathan Fraser, who obviously won't be in this match because neither of his names begin with A, B, or C. But yeah. Axiom. High Flyers not doing well so far in this video. Can Axiom finally change that pattern? He'll be hoping so. And I think it's fair to say, let me just check my list. Yeah, by some distance, if he were to qualify, he'll be the smallest man in the single elimination portion. At the moment, the smallest man in that single elimination portion is Austin Theory, who I think you would like he's built like the brick proverbial, and probably not, I don't know how tall Austin Theory is, but probably not as small as one might think either. Like, I think he's probably quite tall. I don't know. Anyway, here comes Brooks Jensen. We're having an NXT Battle Royal, it seems. Now, is this the one that's Bull Buchanan's kid? Or is that his former tag partner, Briggs? I don't know, because they decided not to call him Buchanan for some reason. Or Bull, or anything to do with Bull Buchanan. Which I'm not sure I really fully understand, because it's well, as far as I know, that's a kayfabe name. If that's his real name, then fair enough. But, like, I wonder why they don't play on the legacies, especially when it's a kayfabe name, a little bit more. Like, Brian Pillman Jr., I understand, because that's his real name, so they might not be able to, like, own that. But, like, Bron Breakker not being called Steiner, they can just call him Bron Steiner and then trademark it, because that's not his real name. Like, Steiner's real surname is Rex Steiner. Whoa, hello. Speedy boy, another Pat McAfee guy. Went super well for Boston Connor in a previous Battle Royal. AJ Hawk will be hoping he does more like AJ Styles and less like his fellow Pat McAfee show co-host. Or collaborator. I don't think it's fair to call them co-hosts. I think Pat McAfee is the host. I don't watch a lot of it, so I'm not an expert, but... Oh, things just changed for everyone who's already made their entrance. Bronson Reed. I almost declared him Big Bronson Reed, but I kind of hate that that's become his name. Like, it's so dumb that Big has become his thing. Like, if your name is Big E, or Big Bossman, or Big Show, fair enough, that's your name. But his name is Bronson Reed, and then they just stuck Big on the front because he's big. And now it's become like the Freakin' in Seth Freakin' Rollins, where it's just like become part of his name. And I don't know. Not a fan. But on the game, he's just called Bronson Reed, so I don't have to call him that. However, he is undeniably big, and Big has been doing well. And he's on a tear at the moment in real life. Can he transition that over onto WWE 2K24 with a dominant performance here? Time will tell. So speaking of dominant, the longest reigning WWE champion of all time, with an insane 7-year reign that will never ever be beaten in my estimation. Even if it is, he had another reign that was like 4 years. He's got like 11 years of his career. He was WWF champion, I believe it was still called at the time. Like, dominance like no other. But how experienced is he with Battle Royals? I genuinely don't know the answer to that. I guess we'll find. Well, we won't find out how experienced he is, but we'll find out how he does. And of course, there's 6 in this match because it's the final Battle Royal, and there's 41 overall. And they say he don't miss. But I don't know, maybe it would have been a wise decision to miss this battle royal. Bronson Reed and Bruno Sammartino await you, Carmelo. But Carmelo Hayes, always supremely confident in his own abilities. He'll be walking to this ring firmly believing he can pick up the win here. And who am I to doubt him? Former NXT champion, of course. Currently embroiled in the United States Championship situation on SmackDown. I believe, is it this week coming? He's got his 7th match against Andrade. He's obviously not in this video, not because of his name, but because he's not in the game. But yeah, he's got his 7th and probably final match, for the time being at least, against Andrade. The winner gets another United States Championship match against LA Knight. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I fancy Melo to win both of those matches. Anyway, 6 men start in the ring for the first and only time in this video. It's just extra carnage. AJ Hart goes after Bronson Reed. Big mistake. Squashed in the corner. Scoop and a slam by Jensen. Oh, big drop kick by Melo. Doesn't even take Bronson Reed off his feet. And Melo turns his attention to Axiom. Now, Bruno Sammartino. Not as tall as I thought. Kind of similar in height stature to Carmelo Hayes. I always imagined Bruno Sammartino was a bit bigger than that, honestly. Like, especially for all his dominance. Like, obviously, he was just a great wrestler. But, yeah, I'm surprised by that. Oh, Axiom maybe getting eliminated. No. Luckily, the camera cut to see him save himself and get back into the ring against Bronson Reed. And that's no mean feat, surviving an elimination attempt by Bronson Reed, of all people. Now, look at the NXT influence in this match, by the way. Like, obviously, Bruno Sammartino never came to NXT, and AJ Hart has never set foot in a WWE ring, as far as I'm aware. But the other 4, all either in NXT or products of NXT, have at least come through the NXT system on the way to the WWE main roster. Look at this. Jensen taking the fight to Bruno. Neck breaker. And a Russian leg sweep to Bronson Reed. Carmelo takes out AJ Hawk with a flying clothesline. Jensen really taking it to absolutely everyone in this one. Discus punch to Axiom. Oh, but gets taken down by Hayes, who locks in a crossface. Again, you can't win with that. Oh, but Jensen rolls himself free of it. And a famouser by Brooks Jensen. Now Sammartino with the half a camel clutch kind of thing on Axiom there. Oh, Carmelo Hayes has indeed missed. He's been eliminated by Brooks Jensen already. And now Sammartino takes down Jensen. But Carmelo Hayes eliminated first from this match. That does surprise me. I wasn't necessarily expecting him to win the whole thing, but I didn't expect him to be the first one out either. Oh, Hawk on the apron, courtesy of Bruno Sammartino. Big counter by Axiom there to Brooks Jensen. Of course, can't hold the roll up for a pin, but certainly used it to escape whatever Jensen had in mind for Axiom. And now, AJ Hawk has Brooks Jensen. Slams his head into the corner. Going to try and eliminate him. Over the corner. Now, Bruno Sammartino trying to eliminate Bronson Reed, and he does! Okay, that's one of the 2 favourites eliminated by the other on the second elimination in the match. That's actually huge. That's actually huge for everyone else in this match. Snake eyes to AJ Hart, courtesy of Brooks Jensen. Bruno Sammartino taking the fight to Axiom, slams him face first. Knife edge chop. I bet Bruno Sammartino never faced anyone quite like Axiom in his time. Elbow drop to Jensen. Now dodges the knife edge chop by AJ Hawk. Ducks the wild swing. I was going to call it a clothesline, but it was just a wild haymaker, really, wasn't it? And an atomic drop to AJ Hawk. Bruno Sammartino showing why he's one of the absolute greatest of all time, taking AJ Hawk to school here. And now meets Axiom again. Sends him into a corner. Oh, running shoulder tackle in the corner. Stomping away. Double axe handle to the side of the head. Oh, ran into Brooks Jensen, but Jensen had been recuperating in the corner, got a foot up, but Bruno back in control immediately. really dominating this Battle Royal since the elimination of Bronson Reed by Bruno himself. Now trying to eliminate Jensen. Can he do it? 2 A's and 2 B's remain in this match. The B's are paired off, the A's are paired off. And AJ Hart going to try and eliminate Axiom as Brooks Jensen fights his way back into the ring and back to safety, at least for now. Big slap by Bruno Sammartino. Ducks the wild swing after annoying Brooks Jensen. Atomic drop. He baited that. What an absolute tactician. Oh, where did that spear come from AJ Hart? My goodness. Out of nowhere. Takes out Brooks Jensen with the spear. Bruno's really focused. Oh, and shouldn't be because he's just been hit with a flying shoulder, elbow, back of the head tackle by AJ Hawk. And he's been eliminated. A tactical mistake by Bruno Sammartino. And both of who I would say are the favourites coming into this match are gone. We're left with AJ Hawk, Axiom, and Brooks Jensen. Brooks Jensen to the outside. AJ Hawk doesn't manage to eliminate him despite the knee to the back. Brooks Jensen holds on. And now he's going to go after AJ Hawk for trying to eliminate him. That seems fair enough. Now turns his attention to Axiom. Knife edge chop in the corner. Back elbow by Axiom, fighting his way away from the ropes. Springboard. Arm drag. Kip up. Drop kick. Incredible athleticism and speed by Axiom. And then follows it up with a running calf kick to AJ Hawk. Hawk to the outside and eliminated by Axiom. It's going to be an NXT guy. Is it going to be one half of the tag team champions? Or is it going to be Brooks Jensen? Maybe son of Bull Buchanan. I don't really know. Up in a precarious position here is Brooks Jensen up on the top rope. You don't want to be fighting up here when you're in a battle royal, guys. What on earth has Axiom got in mind here? Avalanche Spanish Fly. My goodness. My goodness. What a huge risk to take and what a payoff for Axiom. Now, can he eliminate Brooks Jensen? He can. Axiom advances, making the first real high flyer in the elimination round. Now, speaking of which, no entrances, remember. We're going to get straight into the action. Let's go. So, first singles match of the video. We're on single elimination now. 8 men remain. Only 1 can win. And here comes Angelo Dawkins representing the Street Profits. Also, I guess, representing the letter A. Interesting little tidbit. The quarterfinals contain 1, 2, 3, 4 A's. So half of the field is made up of superstars whose name begins with A. And 3 B's and only 1 C. So make of that what you will. And I don't think it's too much of a spoiler. I've already done the entire draw for the quarterfinal round to say none of the A's are fighting each other. We could theoretically see the semi-finals of this made up only of wrestlers whose names begin with A, cementing that as the dominant letter, at least out of the first 3 letters on WWE 2K24. But for that to happen, Angelo Dawkins needs to get them off to a good start here. We could also see semi-finals with no one beginning with the letter A, of course. The opposite is possible. So who's Angelo Dawkins going to fight? We know it's not any of the A's. It's the only C. Fully representing the letter C. Having had the likes of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes fall at the qualification stage. If you're a die-hard C-man, you heard what I said, don't question it, then all your hopes lie with this man, Cactus Jack. But not a bad guy to have your hopes and dreams in the hands of. You know, he could definitely go on to win this entire thing. I mean, let's be honest, anyone could go on to win this entire thing. But yeah, Cactus Jack, you know, as Cactus Jack, never a world champion, but, you know, went on to become a world champion, so the potential's there. Angelo Dawkins yet to go on to become a world champion, but he's got plenty of time. The experience edge, obviously, with Cactus Jack, both general experience, but also as a singles competitor. And this is a singles match. But Angelo Dawkins with the athleticism advantage. But now we're not looking to eliminate each other over the top rope anymore. This is a straight up pin and submission and maybe count out and disqualification one-on-one match. If in any match other in the quarterfinals there's a double count out, I'll definitely be allowing buys to happen. I'm not sure how I'll approach it if it happens in a semi-final or the final. I'm just going to hope it doesn't. I might even turn up the ante and make the semi-finals and final no disqualification. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think of that. Obviously, it can't affect this video. It's already recorded when you're watching this. But let me know for future reference what you think of ideas like that. Now, Cactus Jack leans Dawkins against the ropes and choking him across that top rope. Obviously, no attempt to knock him over the said top rope because there's no need to anymore. It's not Battle Royal rules. Back body drop to Angelo Dawkins. And Cactus Jack really showing that that experience advantage coming through at the moment. Oh, but the leg sweep by Dawkins. Here we go. Can he start to build some offense? Clubbing blow to the back of Cactus Jack. And Jack leaves the ring. Dawkins starts to taunt and Jack straight back in. Look at that experience. Catches Angelo Dawkins off guard and drops him throat first across that top rope. Which, of course, is a misnomer. It's more of a cable. And there's not a lot of giving it when you get dropped neck first across it. The rope wins, the neck loses. Oh, and I don't know whether Dawkins went over the top or under the bottom rope. But either way, obviously not a Battle Royal anymore, so he can get knocked off that apron. And here comes the count out. I've seen a lot of count outs in simulated, that's the word I was looking for. It's part of my channel name. Simulated matches. On this game. I'm hoping we don't get another one, and Angelo Dawkins sees to it that at least for the time being we don't. Now, talking trash to Cactus Jack might be a mistake, but he baited Jack in and managed to get back into the ring unopposed. Oh, but Cactus Jack rings the ears with the double ear clap. Angelo Dawkins fights right back into it. Abdominal stretch. Now, submissions do apply here. Oh, but not if you hip toss your way out of it immediately like Cactus Jack just did. Oh, referee Jessica Carr hit with Angelo Dawkins. Fortunately, she's okay. He managed to slow most of his momentum before colliding with her. Oh, ducks the wild swing. Cactus Jack really showing that experience edge now. And he hits the atomic drop. He's baiting all sorts of things out of Angelo Dawkins. But Angelo Dawkins baited Cactus Jack in there. Elbow. And now going for that abdominal stretch again. And again, Cactus Jack escapes from it. And now going for the pin. First pinfall attempt to the match, I believe. 1, 2. Angelo Dawkins kicks out. First pinfall attempt to the video, in fact. Uh-oh. Goozles him. Going for a choke slam, maybe. Angelo Dawkins says no, thank you. Elbows him in the back of the head. Oh, went for the spear. Jack avoided it and then holds on to the next ropes and then gets hit with a spear anyway by Angelo Dawkins. Now, Jack slow to his feet. Dawkins, spine buster. And now going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Jack just kicked out. Very, very last millisecond. That was real close. Fans want these guys to fight forever. Neither of these men will want to fight forever, however. Oh, that rhymed and wasn't intentional. Because, you know, they've got... The winner has 2 more matches to go to be crowned the champion of this. So they want this to be as quick a process as possible. Oh, and you don't want to be chop-blocked in the quarterfinals if you're Angelo Dawkins. Because if he does go on to win and he's got a bad knee, he's at a disadvantage going into the semi-finals. Now, Cactus Jack removing that turnbuckle pad. Vintage Cactus Jack taking this hardcore even when it's not a hardcore match. And now look at this. Is he biting Angelo Dawkins? And then uses the rope to catapult him across the ring. What nefarious plan does Cactus Jack have for that exposed turnbuckle? Uh-oh, pile driver! More vintage Cactus Jack. And now, going to drag Dawkins away from the ropes. Very smart of Cactus Jack. Very experienced, you might say. 2, 3. Cactus Jack advances. The dreams of an all-A semi-final lineup are up in smoke. Because Cactus Jack wanted said smoke more than Angelo Dawkins here. Okay, next match. And my bad, guys. I literally only just realised that I did entrances on the match. But I can't even edit them out because I did a lot of the important commentary on the matchup. during those entrances. But I remembered for this one. Hopefully I'll remember for the rest of the quarterfinals and the semifinals. But yeah, we've got Bray Wyatt against Axiom now. Tough draw for Axiom, but it was always going to be as the smallest man in the draw. But he gets his knees up to prevent that senton by Wyatt. And wow! I don't even know what you call it, the moonsault slam, I guess. And then a springboard splash from Axiom. And going after the arm of Bray Wyatt. That deadly mandible claw that he has been known to apply. Getting weakened by weakening that arm with which he applies it. But Axiom putting up a good showing so far in this match. Off the ropes goes Wyatt. And there's that moonsault slam again. Easy for me to say. Now Wyatt rolls to the outside for a bit of respite. But Axiom comes round. Oh, went for the chop block. But Wyatt dodged it. Oh, and just neck cranks Axiom. And again, he's trying to kill the man. Trying to rip the man's head clean off. Trying to break his neck. The viciousness of Bray Wyatt should not be underestimated just because of how much I love him as a wrestler and how much of a lovely person he was outside the ring by all accounts. Once he was in the ring, absolutely lethal competitor. But Axiom somehow fighting back, somehow survived both of those neck twists. Now Bray Wyatt, oh, big right. And it's important to note, Axiom went over the top, but it's not a battle royal anymore. That is, however, the hardest part of the ring, as I'm legally obliged to tell you as a wrestling commentator, just on the apron there. And Axiom really having a bad time here. Like, Bray Wyatt really just dominating at this point. And who can blame Axiom? He's had his neck twisted in a way it shouldn't be twice. He's been slammed on the apron of the ring. He had that followed up immediately with a big senton by Bray Wyatt. Now Wyatt feeling confident here, but Axiom goes on offense. Right hand and another one. Now fires Bray Wyatt into the corner. Oh, running a bit too exuberantly there though. Uh-oh. Bray Wyatt going for a sleeper after the boot to the face. Going to try and just choke out Axiom. Get the quick win. But Axiom going to break the leg grapevine and manages to roll through and escapes. Great counter wrestling by Axiom, to be honest. Runs in, drop kick, staggers Bray, but doesn't take him off his feet. Now look at the strength of Axiom. He's got Wyatt up, slams him down. And now going for a Rings of Saturn. Oh my goodness. Oh, but Bray Wyatt managed to, I think, wriggle free almost immediately, using his strength, I think, to break the grip of Axiom there. But Axiom going to continue the offense, now going after the leg. DDTing the leg of Wyatt. He's got the leg again. Oh, step up enziguri by Bray Wyatt. Thinks he caught him good there, going for the pin. Thinks he knocked Axiom clean out with the kick. 1 count. Axiom says, going to take more than that to put me away. But of course, Bray Wyatt, former WWE and Universal Champion. Like, you know, definitely one of the favourites in this this tournament at this stage. Axiom really fighting uphill here. And now Wyatt, heads to the corner. Think we know what he's got in mind here. Lining Axiom up. Always freaky when he does this. Walking upside down like he's possessed. And crab walk. Now Axiom hasn't moved yet. Bray Wyatt, as soon as he started moving, see how he turned the right way up, ready to pounce. Kiss to the forehead, well, the mask, I guess, and her sister Abigail. Not going for the pin, wanting to administer more damage. Goozles Axiom, goes for the chokeslam, no, fights out of it. Somehow fighting back into it. Big heel kick, desperation in Axiom now, going for the pin. 2, oh, Wyatt kicks out at 2. Did you see how quickly he went for that pin? He knows he's in trouble, he's just eaten a sister Abigail. Nearly got chokeslammed out of his boots. And the crowd chanting, "We're not worthy." Really enjoying this match, clearly. Spanish fly by the Spanish superstar, Axiom. Now, heading up to the top rope. What's he got in mind for Wyatt here? Wyatt slowly staggering to his feet. It's a long way away, but Axiom seemed to be... He seemed to be thinking of jumping at Bray Wyatt from that distance, but changed his mind. Discretion the better part of valor here. And now Axiom going to go onto a nearer turnbuckle, showing some strategy here. Frog splash, no. Wyatt gets out of the way. Off the ropes goes Axiom. Oh, dodges to the side though, sends Wyatt the wrong way. And another Spanish fly? No. Wyatt, oh, turns it into an STO. And now just going to bounce the head of Axiom off the mat like a basketball. Absolutely brutal stuff at times from Bray Wyatt here. But Axiom is staying in this one. Oh, that might be it though. Small of the back into the turnbuckle and then just slung across the ring. Of course, the turnbuckle pad has been replaced since the Cactus Jack match. Now, single leg Boston Crab by Bray Wyatt trying to force the submission. Oh! Axiom picked the leg of Wyatt and managed to fight his way out of it. Great counter wrestling again. Arm drag. Axiom making a good show of himself here. Putting on a good display. Can he pick up a big upset win? Because it's undeniable this would be an upset on Axiom's part. Uh-oh. Code Red! Now Wyatt slowly staggering to his feet. Axiom waiting for him. Big heel kick again. And now he's going for the pin again. Can he put Bray Wyatt away? What is Jessica Carr doing? 1, 2. Oh, Wyatt with a less than convincing kick out, but he did roll the shoulder, and that's enough to break the pin. But Wyatt back up to his feet. Axiom rolls out the way. European uppercut by the European superstar. And there's something about how they're trained in European uppercuts in Europe. They're more impactful. But goes to the stomp, and Wyatt gets out the way. Big right hand. Grabs Axiom. Reverse DDT by Wyatt. And what's he got in mind now? You can see the cogs turning in the mind of Bray Wyatt. A really cerebral competitor. He's got Axiom into the corner now. Slams his head into the turnbuckle. Oh, back elbow by Axiom though. Sends Wyatt into the corner. Runs in with the clothesline. Oh, springboard off the bottom rope. Wow, tilt-a-whirl into a DDT by Axiom. Amazing athleticism and speed and control of his own body in mid-flight by Axiom. Oh, but Bray Wyatt with the knee. Much less fancy, the offense of Bray Wyatt, but so impactful. And now going after the arm of Axiom. Oh, into the throat there with the double throat chop. Throat thrust. Suplex by Bray Wyatt now. And again, bouncing Axiom's head like it's a basketball. Now, what's he got in mind for Axiom now? Takes him into the corner once again. Scoops him up and slams him down. Is Bray Wyatt thinking of going up top? No, Axiom rolls to the outside and Bray Wyatt follows him on the opposite side of the ring. And he vaults over the steps, trying to attack Bray Wyatt. Gets caught into a Sister Abigail. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the finish to Adam Page and Jay White. A little bit, you know, similar concepts. But now Bray Wyatt's got the mandible claw locked in on the outside. But you can't win out there. This isn't false count anywhere. This is a regular one-on-one match. But it's done the damage now. Oh, and sends Axiom into the steps. Bray Wyatt really going to town on Axiom now. Really taking the brutality up a notch. But Axiom fighting out of the grip of Bray Wyatt. Wyatt dodges the knife-edge chop, though. Tries to send Axiom into the steps, and Axiom says, no, thank you. Spanish fly to Wyatt. Referees count up to 6, by the way. And sends Wyatt stumbling over to the other side of the ring. Axiom going to roll back in. Maybe going to take a count-out victory here if he can. But Bray Wyatt's up to a knee, is up to his feet, and he's back in at a count of 8. Knee to the midsection. Oh, he's gone for the mandible claw again. And that could be it. Yeah, Axiom, no choice but to tap out. But a very spirited performance by Axiom. Like, can't fault the performance at all. But Bray Wyatt advances. Okay, next match. Alright, Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley, who just runs through him. Both men have been known by only their surnames at certain points in their careers. Is a fun little tidbit, I guess. But another fun little tidbit, I talked about the possibility of an all-A semi-final lineup or a semi-final lineup absent any A's. So far, we're 2 for 2 on eliminating A names. And I'd have to say that Austin Theory is the underdog in this match. Look at this, Anaconda Vice by Bobby Lashley there. Of course, MMA-trained Bobby Lashley. Very proficient in submissions, even though he mostly uses his power game. DDT by Theory, though. And now going up to the middle rope. Yeah, but can Austin Theory salvage some pride for the A's? Or will it be 3 from 3 of them getting eliminated in the quarterfinals? Now going after the legs of Bobby Lashley. And, you know, wisely so. Take away the base of the stronger man. Now, Austin Theory is no slouch when it comes to strength. You can tell by the way the man is built. But Bobby Lashley's on a different level. Look at this, just walking with ease with Austin Theory in that fireman's carry position, and then drops him into snake eyes. And now look, again, look at the strength to just lift him by his legs off the floor there, out of the corner. Incredible stuff by Lashley. Of course, Lashley, former WWE champion, former TNA world champion. Austin Theory, former, United States champion. And tag team champion alongside Grayson Waller. He's got his work cut out here, the young man. DDT to Bobby Lashley, though. It's going to go some of the way to helping you get this win. Of course, Austin Theory retained the United States Championship in a one-on-one match, clean as a whistle, against John Cena at WrestleMania. So, can certainly compete with the big, strong boys. You know, like, doesn't get much stronger than John Cena. But I don't know if Bobby Lashley might be in that category. Uh-oh, he's got Theory up. Slams him down face first. And that might be it for Austin Theory. This might be the shortest one-on-one match so far. 2. No, Theory kicks out at 2. Uh-oh. Theory really slow, staggering to his feet, though. Lashley, lines him up and hits the spear. And now that should be it. 1, 2. Dominant performance by Bobby Lashley. Austin Theory gets out of dodge quickly, and who can blame him? And now, let's get the final quarterfinal done. And what a final quarterfinal this is. Andre the Giant versus Braun Strowman. DDT by Strowman, going for the pin quickly. Trying to put this one away. Like, it's not often Braun Strowman is outmatched in terms of size. And certainly not significantly. But here he is, in that position right now. This is an absolute gargantuan match in the most literal sense possible. Andre the Giant, the final representative of the A-Team. Let's go with that, sure. We've got the C-Men, we've got the A-Team. I don't know what to call the Bs, because B-Team feels a bit insulting, and also was actually the name of a team. So I'm not sure, but yeah, let me know in the comments what the Bs should be known as. But anyway, representing said Bs, the Killer Bees. Yeah, let's go with that. Unless you've got a better suggestion in the comments, let me know. But Braun Strowman takes Andre to the outside. Again, no eliminations here. This is not Battle Royal rules anymore. I could have done this as just like one final 8-man Battle Royal, but I figure it's more interesting and prestigious if it's singles matches. Oh, slammed onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring, and then swung around into the side. So under the edge of that apron, the reason that's the hardest part of the ring, there's a steel girder that provides the support for the ring to stay standing. Braun Strowman just got slammed onto it and then into the side of it. That's brutal. But Braun Strowman's back on his feet because he is indeed a monster among men. But he's not among men at the moment. He's among a giant, and he's getting the fight taken to him quite significantly. Now Andre, with those massive hands, just trying to squish the skull of Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman might be out, in fact. No, he dodges that next attempt and kicks Andre in the back of the leg. Oh, but it doesn't slow down the Giant at all. And Braun to the outside for a bit of recovery time, but Andre says absolutely not and follows him out. Now look at these two. And I've got to say, the semi-finals will be redrawn. So it's not going to just be as simple as Cactus Jack versus Bray Wyatt, Bobby Lashley versus the winner of this. It could be, but it's going to be a draw, a random drawing. All 3 semi-finalists will be hoping for a double count-out in this one, I'm pretty sure. Like, you don't want to fight either of these men, right? That said, Cactus Jack, Bray Wyatt, and Bobby Lashley, not names you know for showing a lot of fear inside the ring. So, you know, maybe not that bothered as some people would be. Look at him just running through. I think he stuck his arm out for kind of a clothesline, but he kind of just ran through Strowman there, to be honest. Drops the fist. Shout out to Ted DiBiase. Oh, and again, just runs through Strowman. This time, just full chest on chest. It's not often you see Braun Strowman dominated like this. Oh, but he's going to fight his way back to his feet with the shot to the midsection. Off the ropes, drops down. Oh, big boot, doesn't even knock Andre off his feet. I don't even think he got it as high as his face, to be honest. I think that was more in the chest. Oh, big gut shot by Braun Strowman. Again, I've seen lesser men taken off their feet with that. Uh-oh. Oh my God, he scoops Andre up. Look at the strength. Look at the strength. Slams him. Incredible. Now go for the pin. You damn right. Wow. By the time Jessica Carr got in position, that was a 0 count. Braun steps on Andre. That would crush a smaller man. To Andre, that probably felt like a massage. Now, what in the hell has Braun Strowman got in mind here? He's got Andre up on his shoulder. Slams him down. Incredible stuff by Strowman. Andre staggering to his feet. Oh, fights off whatever Strowman had in mind here. Now scoops up Strowman like he weighs nothing, by the way, and just flings him across the ring. That might have been everything we were going to get from Braun Strowman. Like, he did, you know, he certainly tried, and he's still trying here. Elbows to the midsection. But Andre's just so dominant. Like, the size of the man. The legends that come with the man. The mythology. But currently, Braun Strowman trying to hack away at that mythology. Oh, squished in the corner by Andre. And now just going to pull him out of the corner. Yeah, by the legs. Braun Strowman looks like an average-sized man. Like, in there with Andre the Giant. He looks positively small compared with Andre. And that's insane that is Braun Strowman that's being made to look tiny. Oh, with one hand. Andre the Giant. Oh, crushes the head between the thighs. Off the ropes. Oh, went for a splash and Braun got the knees up. It's a bold strategy even to put the knees up there. So much weight coming down on your knees. And it barely slowed down Andre. Look at him. He's got him scooped up. Backbreaker. Oh, he went for a leg drop. Shout out to the man he beat for the WWF title, Hulk Hogan. But Braun hits the knee to the face and now going for the pin. Kind of feels a bit desperate, but he's got a 2. Oh. Andre kicks out and now Strowman trying to get himself pumped up. Now trying to crush the head of Andre the Giant between his fists. Like a knuckle vice lock on the what they called temples of Andre the Giant, and it was almost enough to put away the Giant, but Andre kicked out at 2, and Braun Strowman cannot believe the difficulty he's having defeating this man. He's got him up though. Running power slam. Is Braun gonna do it? Let's see. 1, 2. Oh. Even the running power slam, arguably Braun's best weapon, is kicked out of by Andre the Giant. Now, what's Braun got in mind here? Another one, maybe? Scooped him up, but Andre, escapes down the back. And now scoops up Braun Strowman into a fireman's carry position. Drops him from an incredible height, neck first across that top rope, that cable, and that might be enough. Forearm in the face. Oh, Braun Strowman kicks out at 2. Now, what's Andre got in mind here? Submission? No, just attacks the lower back with all his body weight. Oh, and then runs through him. This is incredible stuff. Elbow drop by Andre, and that's it. He's done. 1, 2. No! Desperate final millisecond kick out by Braun Strowman. But he got it. He got out of it. And Andre probably now can't believe what he's up against. Braun Strowman may be a lot smaller than Andre, but he's no small man, and he's no easy to defeat opponent. Like, he's a tough man. There's the big boot taking Andre off his feet. Big boot by Braun. And now slams his head into the mat repeatedly. Stomps on the face. Stomps on the back of the head and the arm. Knee to the back of the neck. Braun doing anything he can here. Stomps on the arm again. Doing anything he can. Knee to the back of the neck again to keep Andre down. Now the nerve hold applied. Now Andre's got some massive traps, of course. Massive everything, let's be real. Don't go there, guys. But, like, you know, a nerve hold is a nerve hold. That's painful. Andre on the apron, fights his way back over the top rope into the ring. But Braun's waiting for him. Andre reverses the Irish whip, sends Braun onto the apron. Uh-oh. Look at this. With the greatest of ease, just hoists Braun over the top rope back in the ring and then clubs him down. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and that's enough. Andre the Giant advances to the semi-finals. Who the hell's going to stop him? Like, incredible display by Andre. Let's get into the semi-finals, shall we? Oh, and straight into the semi-finals. Andre back in action again, this time against Cactus Jack. Now, Jack certainly used to fighting uphill in his career, but this is one hell of a hill to fight up. Going for the sleeper quickly. My goodness. Could he put Andre away really quickly here with this sleeper? The rear naked choke. Whoa, Andre rolls through and then rolls Cactus Jack off him. Like he was an inconvenience at worst. Knee to the midsection. So we've got an A, 2 Bs, and a C in these semi-finals. The 2 Bs are going to face off. So there's going to be a B in the final, and A or C is going to be eliminated from this process in this match. Bear hug by Andre, but Cactus Jack fighting out of it. Cactus Jack, I was talking about how small Braun Strowman looked. Cactus Jack looks positively tiny next to Andre the Giant, which again is insane because he is not a small man by any stretch of the imagination. But he's taking the fight to Andre here. Oof. Elbows to the midsection by Andre, though, of Cactus Jack. Jack reverses the Irish whip. Oh, kitchen sink. Hurts his knee on Andre, though. Hurts Andre as well, but both men came out of that badly, and Andre actually comes out in control. And with one arm, yet again, just like we saw him do to Strowman, catapults Jack into the ring. Whoa, the height on that! My goodness. No thank you. What is Andre the Giant doing? What on earth are we seeing here? Andre the Giant is on the top rope, waiting for Cactus Jack to get to his feet. Oh my god, shoulder tackle off the top. Good grief, pin the man. Oh, stomps on the midsection as well. Oh. Oh, apologies. Apparently I'm allergic to earthquakes, which must have been caused by Andre coming off the top there. Good grief. But then runs into the knee, but then runs through Cactus Jack. And now finally going for the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Andre looks quite surprised by that. Quite frustrated, but going back on offense, sits on the lower back of Cactus Jack and then drops an elbow to that same spot. Upping all his body weight across the lower back. Oh, and speaking of all his body weight, Cactus Jack moves out the way, the leg drop, and then a basement drop kick to the side of the head of Andre. Andre's nearly the same size as Cactus Jack when he's on a knee. That's insane. Uh-oh, Jack reaches up though, grabs the mandible claw. Oh, and slams Andre's head into the mat there. And just like I said with Braun, when you grab like a... Oh, look at this, technical wrestling from Cactus Jack, Greco-Roman throat hold. But yeah, when you grab a nerve, such as the nerve hold, I forgot what you call it, that Braun did, but like the mandible claw from Cactus Jack. Yeah, everyone's the same size all of a sudden when you've got hold of them by literally by a nerve. And Cactus Jack removing a turnbuckle pad. He didn't use that in his quarterfinal match. Will he have to here? Double arm DDT by Jack. Is he going to pull off what would have to be considered quite an upset? 1, 2. Oh, Andre kicks out. But that exposed turnbuckle looms over both men at the moment. Will it come into play? Cactus Jack clearly has some sort of plan. He didn't end up needing it in his quarterfinal match. Will he use it here? And again, the height on that. Absolutely insane. Uh-oh. Cactus Jack, oh! Sent into his own exposed turnbuckle. And Andre can't be admonished for that. He didn't expose the turnbuckle. Cactus Jack fights back into it, but that, you know, that had to really hurt his sternum, hurt his chest. Now these short punches to the temple of Andre the Giant. Going to work on the arm, just doing anything he can here, Cactus Jack. Now heading up to the top rope. Again, we don't see Cactus Jack do this a lot. Jessica Carr fixing the near turnbuckle there. Distracted. Cactus Jack waiting for Andre to get to his feet. Oh, and Andre meets him and punches him. They were nearly the same height there. And Cactus Jack was on the top turnbuckle. Are you kidding me? Andre the Giant is insanely large. I mean, he deserves his name. What can I say? And again, with a single arm, yanks Cactus Jack back into the ring. Oh, knee to the face. That's a massive knee to take into the face. Now what's Andre got in mind here? Elbow drop. Can he put Cactus Jack away? Oh, the very last second kick out by Cactus Jack. Oh, but now Andre just sits on Cactus Jack's chest. That's so much weight. And he's not even pinning him. He's going for another one of the big elbows. That's it. Cactus Jack has been demolished. He's crushed. And yeah. Oh, he kicks out just after the 3, but too little too late. Great toughness displayed by Cactus Jack. But Andre the Giant advances to the final. And honestly, who the hell's going to stop this man? Well, let's find out who's going to try. Will it be Bray? The fans think so. Or will it be Bobby? Representing the Killer Bees. Bobby Lashley in kind of bee colours. I think that's supposed to be more golden than yellow. But whatever. But yeah, the fans starting this match with a Bray's going to kill you. And honestly, with that start, they might not be wrong. Look at that. On the hardest part of the ring, the belly to back suplex. Right on that steel girder under the apron. Oh, and then drops him face first onto it. Absolutely no mercy. No buzzard for Bray Wyatt here. But a big enziguri by Bobby Lashley. And these two brawling on the outside. I forgot to make these semi-final matches no disqualification and no count-out. So please don't punish me for that game. We don't want Andre the Giant getting a win by default after a double count-out. We want him to at least have to win his final. And Bray Wyatt was going to do something there. But Bobby Lashley moving threw him off his game. But then he hits the senton into the back. And then a headbutt to the face. And this has been like pretty much all Bray Wyatt so far in this match. Very dominant performance. And it's going to have to be a dominant performance because you've got to build yourself up to take out Andre the Giant in the final if you're going to win this semi-final. And Lashley showing off his strength. He'll need all of that. And Bray Wyatt will need all of his ruthlessness if they are to get to the final. Oh, look at this. Very technical stuff by Bobby Lashley, but also incredible strength. Like just manhandling a man the size of Bray Wyatt. Love to see him try and do that to Andre the Giant like, but still, very impressive nonetheless. And he's going to do it again. Look at this. He's going to go for it again. He does. He lifts up Bray yet again with ease. Very big, strong boy is Bobby Lashley. Oh, but then Bray Wyatt just runs in and headbutts you in the face. And no matter how strong you are. 1. Oh, just a 1 count though. Clothesline over the top. In the first set of matches in this video, that would have been Bobby Lashley out of the video, but not now. They're just going to brawl on the outside instead. Bobby Lashley taking back control with the clothesline on the outside, and now going to do this outside on those very thin mats. They do not provide much protection at all from the concrete beneath them. And a boot to the face. No protection against that. But Bray Wyatt gets back into this match with a jawbreaker and a Sister Abigail on the outside. Bobby Lashley just went headfirst into a very thin mat and then concrete. Bear that in mind. Oh, and now headfirst into the ring post. Bray Wyatt now going after the leg of Bobby Lashley. Referee's counts up to 6. I'm getting nervous. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm getting nervous. We don't want a double count out here. 7. Bobby Lashley grabs Bray by the dreads, but Bray fights off with elbows to the midsection. Referee's being lenient with this count, but it's up to 8. Oh, Wyatt slams Lashley down. Count of 9. Is Bray Wyatt going to get the count-out victory? He does. Wow, strategic. Keeps himself as fresh as possible for Andre the Giant in the final. Let's get into it. Let's get into that final. Okay. Let's get into the final. Put entrances back on because, of course, I have. This is the final. We want it to be a big deal. And here comes the man who just used his brain to beat the brawn of Bobby Lashley to get into this final. But how's he going to deal with Andre the Giant, man? Like, this is a crazy match. Bray Wyatt and Andre the Giant. And I think it should be mentioned, just while we're waiting for this door to open and Bray Wyatt to come through it, that I think Bobby Lashley's been involved in both of the shortest matches in this video. Both the quickest win and the quickest defeat. Because that semi-final did not go long. And that was by design by Bray Wyatt, it would seem. He had a plan, and he executed it perfectly. The door is open. Now we just wait for Bray Wyatt to step through. It's a creepy and amazing entrance. But you're not going to psych out Andre the Giant of all people. By the way, rest in peace to both of these finalists. Here comes Bray. Is this about psyching out Andre, or is this about psyching up Bray Wyatt? Maybe a little bit of both, but I don't think you're going to psych out Andre the Giant. But you can certainly use this to your own advantage to try to get yourself in the right frame of mind. Bray Wyatt is going to have to tap into all of that ruthlessness, all of that cerebral nature, all of that strategic, like, mindset. Because he's not going to outpower Andre the Giant. He's not some technical wizard or some high flyer that can outspeed Andre the Giant. He's going to have to out-brutalize Andre the Giant and outthink Andre the Giant if he's going to win this final. But if anyone can do those things, man, Bray Wyatt's in with a good shout, right? I'm weirdly nervous. This feels like a huge match. By the way, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see some sort of return match between Bray Wyatt and Bobby Lashley. Maybe with, like, let me know a stipulation that would prevent another count out. Maybe Bobby Lashley, a bit miffed that he lost his spot in this tournament to a count out. Maybe, you know, a false count anywhere match, a no DQ match with no count outs, a steel cage match so you can't even leave the ring so you can't get counted out. Like, those sort of things. And let me know why you think it would be appropriate. Hell, Bray Wyatt just won via 10 count. Maybe we go last man standing. Like, you let me know in the comments if you would like to see that, and I'll make it happen. But for now, Bray Wyatt is here. He's blown out the lantern. Oof. It's time. Let's get Andre out here, and then let's get this show on the road. Boos for Andre the Giant. The fans well and truly behind Bray Wyatt in this one. Not just from an underdog perspective, which I think is a big part of it, but Bray Wyatt is just so beloved. Like, don't get me wrong, I think posthumously the fans love Andre the Giant as well, but, like, they've had a lot longer to process the passing of Andre the Giant. Fans are still grieving Bray Wyatt, I think, and yeah, they want to see Bray Wyatt win. Let me know in the comments who you want to see win, who you think's going to win. And after the match is over, what you think of the tournament, this match, the final, everything, you know. Comments are great. If you're still here and you're enjoying yourself and you want to see more content from me and encourage me to make more content like this, I you know, the engagement really helps because it lets me know I'm doing something that people enjoy as well as something I enjoy. But it also means that YouTube knows to show this video to other people and helps me out tremendously, so I'd greatly appreciate it. We've got another Bray's gonna kill you chant. I mean, he didn't kill Bobby Lashley, but he did beat him. So maybe that's a good omen for Bray. Look at him running in. Oh, and he just bounces off Andre the Giant. My goodness. Oh my God. Andre the Giant dominating right from the offset. Going after the knee of Bray Wyatt. I mean, Bray is definitely quicker than Andre, so slowing him down is not a bad strategy for the Giant. Like, as much as Bray's not some high-flying luchador, he's still definitely quicker and stomping on the mid-side. I think Andre's just attacking anything he can get a hold of Bray Wyatt, to be honest here. Look at this, really going after this leg. Same leg's been targeted 3 times now, that left knee. Bray out onto the apron, hoping to get a little bit of a breather, but no, instead makes it difficult for Andre to breathe. I was about to say made difficult to breathe by being punched in the face, but no, he drops Andre neck first across the top rope, and now here comes Bray Wyatt with the Fez press. Again, I talked about how Bray's got to think his way through this match. He got out on the apron, and then he used the rope to his advantage to take control of this one. Thinking man's wrestler, Bray Wyatt. Thinking man's brawler, I think, would be more accurate. Like, he's not throwing out technically proficient stuff. He's brawling, but he's brawling in a highly intellectual way. Oh, but Andre scoops up Wyatt. He counters it into a DDT. Andre the Giant in trouble, having to use the ropes to get himself back to his feet. Now, Wyatt sends him off the ropes. Oh, and again went for that headbutt and again bounces off Andre. He's going to have to abandon all hope of ever hitting that headbutt effectively. And now Andre going for the pin after crushing Wyatt's head for about the 3rd time this match. 1 count. Bray Wyatt was capable of kicking out at 1 and decided he should to try and get that psychological edge over Andre, but gets kicked in the face instead. Now Andre thinking camel clutch here. That's so much man yanking back on your neck and lower back, but Bray manages to break the grip of those huge hands and then leg trips Andre, causing him to fall face first. And speaking of falling face first, Sister Abigail. Has Wyatt got this? What's he doing? Go for the pin. He doesn't think he's done enough yet. Oh, he's going after the eyes of Andre the Giant. Rakes the eyes. My goodness. And now goes after the mouth. Mandible claw. Could this be it? Will Andre submit to the mandible claw? That's painful for anyone, no matter how big you are. And Andre, no, does not submit. And Bray Wyatt eventually gives up the hold, hoping to turn the attention onto the leg of Andre the Giant, take away that strength base. Now, what is Bray Wyatt doing? You are far too far away, good sir. Misses the diving headbutt. That's the first strategic mistake we've seen Bray Wyatt make, probably in this video, to be honest. He may have made one in the Battle Royal. I don't remember that. That was yesterday for me. But going after the knee of Andre the Giant, and now goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, maybe should have gone for the pin off the Sister Abigail and or the mandible claw. Would have been a better chance of putting away the Giant. But you know what? He's in control, and they're on the outside. This is dangerous for Andre the Giant, rolling to the outside for a break. We just saw how Bray Wyatt beat Bobby Lashley. He's not above that, and the fans won't even resent him for it. Like, oh, into the steps, though. That's the danger of taking the bigger man to the fight on the outside, is the damage he can do out there. Oh, right on top of the head. And then just sits on Bray Wyatt. My goodness. Now, into the ring goes Bray. Andre the Giant steps over the top rope at a count of 7. Not going to suffer the same fate as Bobby Lashley. Not for the time being, at least. Oh, but jawbreaker by Bray. Managed to use that time it takes for Andre to get back in the ring to his advantage. He's got the mandible claw again. Can he pick up the win? Oh, he slams Andre's head down. But he's too close to the ropes for the pin. Oh, that's a disaster for Wyatt. Elbow drop, but he's staying on offense. He's not letting it get to him, and that's great. Oh, wow. Kick to the head by Andre, and then just stands on Bray Wyatt. My goodness. That's so much weight to take on your midsection, on your torso. But Wyatt, back on offense here, and now look at this. Oh, exploited the lack of flexibility in Andre, hurting the shoulders there, and then a headbutt to the back of the neck. And now a short arm clothesline turns Andre upside down. Boy, you're turning me inside out. Andre in the corner now. Uh-oh. Wyatt dancing with Andre the Giant. My goodness, I never thought I'd see the day. And now, kisses him on the head. Sister Abigail, finishing Bray. Surely not, this would be such an upset. 1, 2. Oh, Andre just about kicks out. And he's already stirring, but Bray Wyatt is there, waiting. He gooses him. You can't chokeslam Andre the Giant, Bray Wyatt. That's ridiculous. And Andre fights out of it with relative ease. And that was probably another tactical error by Bray Wyatt. Oh! Snake eyes by Wyatt. 1, 2. Oh, Wyatt kicks out, though. He's not done yet. It's not over, not over, not over, not over yet, says Bray Wyatt. Fires Andre into the corner. Elbow in the corner, seats Andre. Now, going technical with the Greco-Roman throat hold. Shut up, Jessica Carr. This is technical wrestling. What are you telling him off for? Don't apologise, Bray, for being a master technician. Oh, an enziguri from Andre the Giant. What on earth? What on earth? Stomp to the back. Off the ropes. This isn't good for Bray Wyatt. Big splash. My goodness. Hooks the leg. That's it. All of Andre's body weight. Crushed Bray Wyatt. No! He kicks out at 2. The fans want this fight to go forever. I don't think Bray Wyatt does. And to be honest, it's going to be hard for Andre to go long in these matches carrying that much weight around. Oh my god, that would have been the end of Bray Wyatt. It had that connected, but Bray got out of the way. And now face-washing Andre into the mat. Drops an elbow to the massive, gargantuan back of Andre the Giant. And Andre's back to his feet. Kicks him in the knee. That big boot usually goes to the face. Bray Wyatt aiming for the knee instead for a change. Sends Andre off the ropes. Oh, he's finally hit it. There's that headbutt. He's finally taken Andre down with it. Third time is indeed the charm for Bray Wyatt. Oh, but Andre back to his feet immediately, and the running STO wipes out Wyatt. This has been a great match. Off the ropes. Oh, big boot to the face. And Wyatt to the outside. Andre follows him out, not wanting to give him any rest, but proceed with caution, Andre. We know what Wyatt's capable of out here. Kicks to the face of Bray Wyatt, though. He's not capable of much at the moment. Andre feeling very confident, and rightly so, looking at the last few minutes of this match. Oh, he was going for a belly-to-belly, or maybe a bear hug, but Bray Wyatt headbutts his way out of it, and escapes back into the ring, not even going for the count-out. Oh! Oh, Andre just kicked him in the head, and Bray Wyatt just continues to tell Andre to come at me on his knees, tempting Andre to attack him, and does actually get the upper hand. It paid off for him, as questionable as it is as a strategic device. Now the mandible claw, a third time, and he wins! Andre the Giant submits. Bray Wyatt is the greatest wrestler on this game whose name begins with A, B, or C. What a result. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments. Use the word... use the word claw, but don't make it obvious the context. Don't spoil the video. But use the word claw in your comment if you're here at the end. I'd love to know who watched it all the way through to the end. Subscribe if you're new here. It'd be greatly appreciated. And share with your friends if you think they'd enjoy this. Yeah, indeed. Follow the buzzards. Yeah, follow the buzzards and follow me. Subscribe to me. But yeah, share with your friends if you think they'd enjoy this. This roller coaster of emotions that this video has been. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Abeza, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.